All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Jay Leno. We got us another cast here. What's going on, fellas?
What's
What up,
up?
What's
boys?
poppin'?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Not much. I'm setting
Don
up this,
DeMarco.
dang on thumbnail real quick for us. How did you guys like this
This is
episode?
the way, my brother. I'm sorry. What?
Kind of. I feel like it could have been better, in my honest opinion.
Okay.
I was
Ooh,
not
okay.
seeing that.
Okay.
I didn't see that
I mean, elaborate. You know, we're still going to get through the episode.
Oh
but
shit!
give us
Shit!
kind
I
of
was doing
a
the same
bit
thing.
of a summary.
Damn, Maul.
Well,
Why didn't you remind me?
But
I would say I'm a little disappointed by
The
Huey's
camera off?
subplot.
I never had my camera.
Hold on
Maul,
1 second.
Bundle, you got your camera off. Like,
All right, we got okay. Y'all set up now, bundle.
I heard Bundle at the last minute.
I said, are you all set up? Because
Oh yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm watching this shit.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, as you were saying, Johnny.
Yes, I mean, I guess the main thing that majorly like disappointed me was probably Huey's subplot, at least with his dad and stuff, because I thought, oh, okay, him getting injected with, with like Compound V or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they might have a chance against like Homelander or something like that if they can get like his dad on the side. That's what I thought they were trying to build up to or something. I was like, oh, okay, but instead, he goes and kills some people, some innocent people, and then he dies in the end. And I was like, oh, well, what was the purpose of that?
You know
Okay.
what? I kind of felt the
I
same
mean,
way too.
Us-
That his dad kind of like died for no reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it gave him some more time with like him and his family and all that. But still, I'm just like, what? That was a waste of time, Huey. Like you were better off like just, yeah. And he wasted A Train too at that. I was like, man, that was terrible.
Upward says, I'm coming off the high of episode 4. That episode was not all that, but the setups were decent. I don't know if I agree with you on that one.
Great.
I don't agree at all, but I agree. I really don't know where they were going
In
with
fact,
the
to me, it was better than episode
episode
4.
with him being in the hospital. No, I think that was just a paying homage.
It was better than
Just
episode
Simon
4 to
Pegg,
me.
honestly.
I could understand how you could feel that way, Upward, because the action and that basement scene with Homelander was freaking epic. But to me, with the content that was dropped in this episode, I just felt like that. I mean, just like you had said, that I can foresee these setups happening now. And a lot of the discussions that we had before look like we all might be onto something here. Bundle, how you feel about this episode?
Not yet.
Not ready? Okay. All right, Maul, how'd you feel?
It was great to me. I think episode 4 was great because it had just the Homelander basement stuff, but this episode was just all around good to me in every area. That's why I thought it was great. The stuff with Newman and Stan Edgar came back. That's huge. Like, he was back. He had this whole thing with Newman, and all the boys were, all one big party. They found the the farm, bro. They found the farm where they were testing out, V on animals, and I thought it was good, man. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I don't know why everyone else didn't like it though, but I thought it was great.
All right.
All right. Well, all right. So, like going into this, did you guys kind of get a chuckle off of seeing that Phase 9 screen on the projector when
They were taking
you know what I mean?
A lot of that shit was
I was
funny.
like, I
They
did
were
too.
throwing
the
a lot of
hardest-
jabs
the
at
hardest
Disney
jab
and
at
Comic-Con,
Disney,
man.
bro.
That was hilarious. They're throwing a lot of jabs. It was just like, and things that we will explain in tiresome entirety or whatever like that. Like just all that shit that they did. And Tech Nine came out and said, it's been a year since my last one, right? Gotta do another one, right? Like kind of like the whole Iron Man 2 and 3 shit like that. Only letting a year and 2 months hiatus pass before you have to film another one. And obviously he's made as a parody of Iron Man. So all those little inventions, because it was called, It was called V52.
Yeah.
A literal comparison of D75. And I was there for these of Disney 75 years, whatever like that, being open as an amusement park and shit like that. And as that type of expo that Disney did, it was everything that Vaught did. It was just
And their expo
complete
was
comparison. Hilarious. Yeah.
D23 is our expo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
For
I said
Disney,
75.
yeah.
I mean D23, excuse me. Yeah. I went to the 75-year thing at MGM Studios. I didn't compare, but yeah, I was in high school then.
All right, so okay. I guess I'll narrow this down instead of splitting this up. We can talk about the overall character itself. Huey's dad and that whole dramatic moment, even with him being sick, etc. Like, I don't know. Did you guys weep or have sympathy for Huey's dad?
Yeah. I love Huey's dad. I was sad to see him go.
Yeah, I was.
I'm talking about even as he was sick, like in his coma, like before the V ran through his veins and he went, woke up per se. Like how, what would you guys were speculating was going to happen to him while he was in the hospital bed?
Well, yeah, like I said, I thought like they were going to like at least bring him in on the boys and like use him for something, but yeah, it is kind of sad to see Huey's dad go, like, because in season 1 I was like, man, I hope his dad don't like die or something like that, or, and he's been out the loop for a while, so I was like, okay.
For me, it was kind of whatever because he wasn't really there in season 3, right? I don't think he was really there much in season 3. He was
like season 1,
but he's not really there a lot in like the past season, so him being sick was just kind of random to me, honestly. But I mean, I didn't want him to die though. I want him to bounce back. So
yeah, like he had a stroke.
Yeah, just some random off-screen stroke. Like what I got from it was that maybe the actor just didn't want to be there anymore, or he got just got written off or something. That was my take on it, because it was just very random how they just killed him off just for no reason.
So like, I mean, to me, I was thinking as an overall, I thought that he'd be around more and have a bigger presence. It seemed like it just turned into one epic episode kind of dedicated to him. But like once he became a soup, to me, it made me want an actual teleporter to be more involved with the show. If he's gonna die, I want another teleporter.
All right, I'm back. My bad. I had to take that phone call.
Very good. Because like, because I don't know, when I saw those mistakes he made at the beginning of stages of him being a teleporter and the way he like appeared in people's bodies and was killing people on accident, I was just like, I don't.
So he was dead.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg, Huey Sr., who was the original Huey in the comic books.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of cool to see him come back. I actually kind of witnessed a behind-the-scene thing probably about like 4 or 5 months ago. That was with Simon Pegg, and it was just a quick film of him being excited that he was going to get V powers this season, and that was all. That getting powers, and that's all it was. And it was like a 3-second video. He was in the gown too, so I was like, all right, let's see what's going on. So, but anyway, I thought it was kind of interesting what they did. I thought that was kind of cool that they paid homage to Simon Pegg, given that he was the original conceptual idea and physical look of who Huey is within the comic book. He didn't have anything to do with season 3. He was barely in season 2. He was kind of just looked at, someone to not respect. The mom left and all shit like that. So this kind of gave a slight redemption arc. It was hard to kind of see him go because it was really the only really emotional attachment we had for that season, and understanding what Huey went through and all shit like that. But I did think that Simon Pegg, the actor, did really well coming from his Shaun of the Dead like performances. He's normally a comedic actor, so he really went into this dramatic type of situation, and he played really well, being both surprised and scared, not knowing what he was doing, not knowing how to handle his powers. Just waking up from that coma, also holding that deep-seated hate towards Daphne, his wife, so he was really trying to go after her and kill her. I thought that was kind of cool. As short as it was, when you really think about it, it's like, what role would Huey's dad have outside of the boys in this situation? He's too soft-hearted. He wouldn't be able to go anything to do with Butch or anything they're doing. Now he's a murderer on camera, killing all these people and shit like that. So it's just like, yeah, they had to send him off somewhere, but I'm at least glad that Simon Pegg, the actor who actually gave Huey life within the comic books, was able to have some sort of badass representation in the show. That's kind of how I feel about that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that. So, all right, So would you? So he was injected with the V, dead or sick?
He was injected with it dead brain.
Yeah, he was brain dead.
He was brain dead. So it was we saw heroes get injected with Compound V within the comics who were brain dead and or really dead. Perfect example, Lamplighter. And they kept him in like, in a fucking basement at the bottom of the Bot Tower. And he was essentially dead, but he still had Lamplighter's powers, and was a zombified version of himself that could still take orders somewhat, and a few other soups within, obviously the Vault world that happened to as well. They weren't as effective as Lamplighter, but yeah, that did happen. Actually, I think that even happened to. Well, I can't remember if they having an A-Train to some degree after Huey kicked his head off in the comics, but it definitely happened to Lamplighter.
I got you. How about you, Jonan? Like, did you do like to see the Compound V go to a brain dead person? Do you think what has happened to him do you think that's just a simplified to him in general, or do you think period when it comes to the V it could happen to anyone else?
I guess it could almost happen to anyone, or maybe it might have happened specifically to him. I'm just thinking to myself more so like if I was in Huey's situation, I'm just like, man, would I do the same thing? Because I mean, like if you had a family member that you could possibly save, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me take that chance. And he's back to life. But then he does all of this, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I would have. That's just how I feel about it. I was just like, it worked, but it didn't.
You can see that like that same mindset you have right there when Huey stepped in front of his dad when he was about to kill Daphne. He was like, "It's me. I did this when I was 8. I was blah blah blah. I gave you $12. Blah blah." And he looked at him and said, "Huey," like that, and he came back to who he was in real time. That's me being an adult. Because he even said, "Dad, whatever." He said, "No. I know. What?" And he just looked down at the blood. It was like, I just don't know about this, and this is this, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, oh, man. Actually, the real... Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Just saying, my bad, I didn't cut you off. Those little gray areas was pretty good on Simon Pegg. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. My fault.
Oh, no, you're good. No, you were about to, like, ask me something, like, right?
I was, but my eye, sorry.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
Mo. Got a spider in the crib. Hold on.
How'd you feel about it, Mo?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Jonan on that. Yeah, I think him having V was like, I don't know, like it's kind of random to me. Like, I don't want to sound bad, like just be negative on Huey's dad, but I think giving him V was just kind of just weird to me, though. I don't know. Like it was fine, but I don't know. Like to me, the whole thing with Huey's dad and the V wasn't the big like deal to me. I guess I saw it just nothing more than like a nice send off to his character. That's all I saw it as.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when all that farm and chicken stuff was going on, I low key kind of forgot Huey was dealing with that whole situation. In the hospital, I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
I saw it simply as a nice send off. That's kind of all I took it as.
But yeah, but what Bundle was saying earlier about when Huey cut in front of his between his parents and stuff. Yeah, I actually thought that was a cool moment for Huey at least, or well, I wouldn't say a redeeming moment compared to everything that's happened, but at least a pretty good moment and stuff, because earlier, like Butcher's friend, he was calling like Huey a pussy and everything and all that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like why does everyone want to dogpile on Huey? I mean, I get it. He ain't like the toughest dude on the boys or whatever, but I mean, for the last couple of years, I mean, he's been stepping up a little bit, and you definitely saw that here when he got in front of his dad. He could have been killed at any moment.
Yeah. Oh, Jonan, real quick, I want to piggyback off of what you're talking about real quick. I sprayed this bug spray over these spiders in here, and I just sprayed right into my drink. 1 second, I'll be back down. But I want to piggyback on what you're talking about, though.
But yeah.
Sprayed his drink.
But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good moment for Huey, at least, like, because they always be trashing him and stuff. I'm like, Jesus, bro. So yeah, what do you guys think? Actually,
I'm gonna say this real quick. Want to do this? kick the bottle over. I will say this real fast. I was kind of on the fence on Huey's mom, Daphne. I didn't know if she was real or not. You know what I mean? This guy, you know, the whole Tint V making people hallucinate and shit like that. So I was kind of like on the fence that I didn't think Huey's mom was real because she wasn't interacting with any doctors. Even the whole when he got his mom got signed, you know, power of attorney. The guy that was explaining Huey that never looked at his mom, but now his mom is proven interactions, blah blah, shit like that. So I think his mom is tangibly there. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character, I forget his name right now, it escapes me. I know they call him the monkey as a nickname. We went through that last time. I think his character is actually dead. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character hasn't interacted with anyone in the show with the exception of Bobby. I mean Bobby, sorry, excuse me, Butcher. My God, excuse me, Billy Butcher, my bad. But if you watch the very last scene, what happened, Samir getting his leg cut off, right? I mean, his leg was cut off. The entire time he's talking to Samir, he's also talking to Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character. And as Samir is locked up, as he's talking to Butcher, every time Butcher looks to Samir, looks to Jeffrey Dean's character, you notice they put the camera right on here, and Samir's like going, who the fuck you talking to? Type shit. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character never interacts with anyone else when they're in the park. Never interacts with anyone else. He only hugs Butcher and he only talks to Butcher. I think that's the other person that is dead. He sees Butcher and Becca because there's been a few times where he's been at that back at the boys' headquarters and he's talking. He's talking to, like, you know, whether it be Annie, Huey, or MM, something like this, and he goes, "Well, that's fucking bloody hot shit, can it, Bob?" Whatever like this. It's like that's not the way he would talk to Becca. It is some way he would talk to one of his friends, though. So it's almost like he's hallucinating between Becca and whoever Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character is. I don't think Morgan's character is actually there. The only thing that's kind of tangibly there is when he got him that type of, that elephant type of knockout narcotic, basically, that would have put, you know, a suit to sleep. I think Butcher just got that and he didn't fucking remember it type shit, whatever like that. But I think Morgan's character is dead. I don't think he's actually there.
That's a good point.
I think he's dead. I don't think he's there.
I didn't even think
now
about
looking
that.
back on that, it makes sense because he mentioned Frenchie and he mentioned MM and Huey.
It's like, how do you know about that?
How do you know them?
It's like, how do you know about that? And even though when you talked about Butcher, he said, "Hello, CIA, we have the internet," whatever like this, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, nah, but everything else, it's just like, I don't know. I don't think Dean's character's there. And this last was like when Samir was
so Dean's character
like that, he was going, "I got it," and looking around. They showed Samir, and Samir was looking at Butcher and doing this, like going, like, who are you talking to? They were showing.
That's the take.
Yeah, I
don't think Morgan's there.
I didn't think about that before.
He hasn't talked to anyone else but Butcher?
The entire show, look at it. He isn't interacted with Mallory, no other soups.
It's always he's always isolated. It's always in a different room, a coffee room, but it's like he always disappears when no one else is there.
It's always him. But I thought the same thing with Huey's mom too, is because remember when Huey went into the room, he had the compound V in his pocket. His mom would have never known it was there, but she had her look to it, and when he came back, all of a sudden the compound V was in his dad's veins, and they kept showing the mom's eyes doing this. So I'm thinking, yo, your mom is just an extension of your personality. Because, like, he would be sitting with Allie and be like, "Your promises aren't worth shit." And Allie would be like, "What?" He was like, "Oh, sorry." And then, like, wipe it away. That happened in the first 2 episodes. So I'm thinking, hey, Huey's mom ain't even really there. But now the doctors have interacted with her, and Simon Pegg, his father, Huey Sr., has interacted with her, who are amongst the living. So it's like, okay, Huey, your mom is there, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character, Negan, whoever, the monkey, whatever, I think that nigga's dead. He's not there. He's just egging Butcher on. He's that other side of Butcher. I don't think he's there. This is my opinion, though. Let's see.
Okay.
That is a good point, though. I mean, and plus it makes sense. I mean, for Huey, though, I mean, his mom, yeah, I mean, never doubted it, but Huey's never really suffered any ramifications or no, like, consequences from
the Tint V was kind of where people came from. It was just like, oh, they both took Tint V, maybe the same hallucinations was trying to happen. But like I said, after I seen the mom become tangible, doctors, other people, and blah, blah, I was like, okay, no, the mom is there. But this guy?
Yeah.
This guy, I'm not sure. But we'll see, though. We'll see. I'm interested.
All right. Well, I guess with and what's kind of coincides with our society today and how big abortion is. How do you guys feel about them kind of Firecracker and Starlight with this comparison of statutory rape versus abortion?
Yeah, I wasn't with the whole.
I don't know.
It
It was,
And
I mean,
it's not
but
something
why
that
it was
guys
implemented in this
It's not
time
something
frame.
that guys really pay attention to like that. We understand that stuff. Oh my
Propaganda
God,
talking points
to women
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
talking
that I
about
don't care about.
There,
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is not this is not something real. But like I said, like I beat with the dead horse last time. I repeated like 7 different times annoyingly. This is just a mimicry and a copy of our political.
Yeah, of real life. Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you
exactly.
can have people that like, you got an abortion and blah blah blah. This is this, which is crazy though. It's because she got outed as a pedophile,
Oh yeah.
and then went
Which
ahead
doesn't-
and said, "I got ahead of the curve and said I made a mistake under God. Please forgive me." But now I'm about to lash out at this bitch. You killed Joe baby. You fuck. This is like, hey man, that's exactly what happened on Fox News type shit.
That's how that's how I looked at it. I was just like, yo.
did you see this presidential debate today? I was looking at the whole time. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that
this
was
is
fun.
real.
Yeah.
This is real. This is who we got to vote between. This is wild. Wow.
This is who
This is
got
wild,
nominated
bro.
to put this. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, it's just crucial. And Homelander is obviously the best character in the show, but I did actually kind of appreciate that it took a step back from Homelander this episode.
Mm.
And made it more about the boys, focused on Giancarlo Esposito's character as Stan Edgar. I'm a big fan of him as an actor, no matter what. I fuck
Thanks.
him as an actor. So I was very, very excited to see him on. I mean, his stoicness and his non-emotional just demeanor as just Stan Edgar, just real quick, stoic, next to you, and I'm done. I just love his presence anyway. I just like his acting. But I thought it was really cool that they brought him back, and I just love this episode. I mean, every which way this episode was ridiculous. It didn't matter if you were paying attention to sheep, killing things, the farm animals.
Well, we
Frenchie
gonna get
turning
there.
himself
We
in. Holy damn.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean,
That
the
threw things
butcher
off.
realizing what's actually inside of him. Everyone's backdoor plans with each other. Or if you do this, you give me Ryan, I'll give you Starlight this. Or I'll deal like this. Like everyone had their own deals. You cut a deal with Edgar to take away Zoe. You cut a deal with Newman to get this. You cut a deal with so and so to get the virus. You cut this. Like everyone's own. That's why. And he says, like, God, is there anyone you won't fucking throw to the wolves? Not really. And kept on going and shit like
Yeah.
that.
That was.
I thought that was
cool.
cool. It's just like, now everyone's bullshit's on the table. We all know we're fucking each other over. How do we go ahead and live past these fucking sheep and shit like that?
Well, we're gonna
This
get.
episode was like one of my favorites because
It was one of mine too.
Because like honestly, in this whole season,
Mhm.
Butcher's like he's been in the background kind of. You know, he's been sick, he's dying. He hasn't been in the front really, and that's what made this episode be. Really
I liked it. Yeah,
just
he
good,
took
bro.
control.
He's been kicking
again.
him to the curb and
that.
everything.
Yeah,
took control
like,
again.
They felt like classic boys in this episode.
I will say this though, real quick
Yeah.
though. I did fuck with the aura that Nadia came. Well, it's not Nadia, Victoria.
Yeah,
Nadia,
yeah.
her name. When they came in, they were just like, "What's all this crazy shit at the bottom?" And they all looked at each other, and everyone's nose was bleeding. I was like, "That's how you walk in, bitch."
Yeah.
That's how you
Definitely.
walk in. It's
Definitely.
like everyone knows that everyone's on alert and they put the guns out.
All right.
I'm gonna paint this whole fucking room red if y'all don't talk. I'm
How
like,
do you guys feel about the them trying to in search for this formula that could possibly kill all soups?
Yeah, the
I
virus.
mean, that was
At
that
first,
was
I thought
the
they
main
were kind of
focus
lying
of
about it,
Gen
but
V.
I was like, oh, they're for real. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
it was
yeah.
like a big main focus in Gen V.
Yeah, the virus is real.
Yeah, the
Oh.
virus is real.
I didn't really watch Gen V, so that's why.
A lot of
I just
what
didn't watch
happened
it
in this
before,
episode was representative of what happened in Gen V. He's talking about Godolphin, the original deal that him and Victoria Newman had before the whole "give me my paper," not discover my papers and I'll give you everything, and here we go, whatever like that. They had an original plan that at the very end of Gen V, Butcher shows up after Homelander shows up, and he
that
understands
end credit.
everything that's going on. He figures out the virus, all that shit like this. He talks to Newman, blah, blah, blah. Like, he knows what's going on and shit. And so that's kind of how this picks up. And hell, even Kate and Sam, who were the actual terrorists of Godolphin University in that last episode, they were being shown as the saviors and protectors of Godolphin University. And when at the very end, when they killed their Tucker Carlson-esque host in front of everybody after set him up, two of those people was Sam and Kate, and they were just like, whatever you need, Homelander, we'll do it, blah blah blah. So the him protecting who they were and coming to their savior, Homelander, and Gen V made them who they were in the episode here. And they are huge players. You didn't get to see their powers displayed, but Sam, outside of Queen Maeve, is the strongest suit to ever come out of Godolphin University. He's absolutely ridiculous. His blood alone powered Golden Boy, who was the #1 suit at Godolphin. If you watch Gen V, he's basically like Sunspot or Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
And then Kate is essentially just Jean Grey.
Yep.
She's just Jean Grey. She's Jean Grey. So like he actually, to be honest with you, them two actually is stronger than anyone else in the 7, with
Sam,
the exception of Homelander. Them two are stronger than everybody.
But just not big and green.
What did you say, Maul?
I said Sam kind of reminds me of the Hulk, but just not like big and green.
Sam is ridiculously strong.
Because maybe he like leaps and everything too. Like,
the way he leaps, his superpower, his strength.
He's like the Hulk for real.
He's just Hulk in like a tiny body form. Like Patrick Schwarzenegger, who was Golden Boy in the last scene, his powers were literally magnified because they were taking blood donations from Sam down in the basement and giving it to him, making him the #1 superhero. That's how strong Sam was. This dude already had the infernal powers of Sunspot and Johnny Storm. They had to juice him up more, just giving him his brother's powers. Ridiculous. Sam is stupid.
I mean, I definitely saw like the comparison to pretty much what how X-Men is with this whole virus situations and mutants.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
G-Men.
Yeah, exactly. So it was. I definitely felt the Marvel-esque ambiance of that portion of it, and then
everything about them is influenced from the main kind of. I mean, the 7 themselves is the Justice League. The greatest superhero team before them was Payback. Payback was a homage to the Avengers. Payback. That's what Soldier Boy was Captain America on that team, like that. And the other good team before that was the G-Men. That's the X-Men. We had a guy on the team named Warhawk, like Wolverine, but instead of he had the same headdress as Wolverine, just more of a hawk-like looking shit. Instead of claws, he had hammers on his hand and mallets that hit me. It's just like that. They ripped everything from it. I mean, they had their own version of She-Hulk. They had their own version of the. Actually, you know what? I can go on a full tangent of that. Never mind.
I got you. And then I guess as they're going through that lab, like
it's fine. Cherry wine. Go ahead and get y'all there. It's fine.
But as they were going through that lab, like I don't know, my mind was kind of like going all over the place. The possibilities of like, are those like with those creatures, or what experiments went wrong? Is everything in there dead? And then I guess when he let that rabbit or guinea pig go, I immediately was wondering like, what the hell is about to happen? I know they didn't just act like he just freed a lab tested animal into the wild. What was you guys thinking?
That's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, all right, when they walked into the room and saw all that blood and stuff, I was like, oh man, I know something's gonna jump out or whatever. And they saw
there.
I'm like,
I don't think the hamster was meant to be more than just Butcher showing some sort of his soft side, which is why Kamiko reacted and looked at him the way that he did.
Yeah.
I don't think it was meant to be anything more than that, because the full circle of that was him coming upon that same rabbit that was infected. That I think what was interesting is because out of all the subjects that were escaped, the one that was still there was the Temp V.
Yeah.
Temp V is what he took.
Hold on one second, Bundle. Jonah was trying to get a point across.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I was just gonna say like what I thought. Like basically, yeah, I mean, what he just said, like, yeah, it was there for like, to show Butcher's more emotional side and all that. I was like, man, if I saw that rabbit, I'd be like, I don't know if I want to touch that rabbit, even though rabbit's one of my favorite animals, but no, thank you. But Butcher took out that needle and stuff, and I was like, oh, and like let him go. I was like, all right, well that was pretty nice.
Pretty cool.
Then he killed the rabbit later, so I was like, oh damn, oh well.
I feel like that killing signal. I feel like Butcher. That scene meant something. You know what I mean? Butcher finally understood what was inside them. They're both caged, now uncaged. Both had Tent V inside of them. And even that thing that reached outside of the rabbit, it wasn't like it was trying to attack Butcher. It was almost like it was trying to reach Butcher for help. You know what I mean? Like it stayed out just trying to grab for him, because we know whatever that is very similar to what's sliding around inside of Butcher. So it's like maybe it's like almost a symbiotic type of thing trying to make itself whole again. I don't know, but it's like they both are fucking experiments of Tent V, and whatever happens with Tent V creates this biosentient tumor-like thing that is on some venom type shit. We saw it through the rabbit. We already know that's going on in Butcher. I think that's why Butcher, it was signified with him letting the thing out, seeing it, stepping on it, but even it reaching out to him in his whole silent but emotional scene of understanding it, feeling sorry for it, coming to terms with it, and then killing it.
Yeah.
All Urban character as far as acting.
So
that scene.
So as we see outside, like obviously the V and the experiments going on with all the animals. Maul, what was your first reaction when you saw a chicken jump through dude's whole stomach, bruh?
I said,
Maul, are you there?
damn it, Maulish.
Yeah, Maul
Probably fell asleep. Let me stop.
Yeah, no, we probably
Did he fall asleep?
Probably stepped away for a moment. Well, Joni, how did you feel when that chicken jumped through dude's stomach like that, though?
I was like, oh, great. Like I remembered, I think they showed that too in the trailer where they're showing the super chickens and all that. What Frenchie said though, that had me rolling. I was like, I gotta go back. He's like, we got V fucked up chickens. I was like, pretty much. I'm like, why y'all shooting invulnerable?
They was sitting there
chickens?
popping at him like, and they was sitting there.
I'm like, they ain't doing good. I'm like, boy, I'm about to run. What you
I'm
talking
not
about?
gonna hold y'all. Like I was so mad that Starlight's powers were so inefficient.
She
Thank
at
you.
that
I was-
moment
I was-
because,
that's also something I was
immediately
thinking,
I was
too.
thinking to
I'm like-
myself, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I thought he was gonna shut the door with the chickens in there, and Starlight was gonna literally fry them motherfuckers inside.
Blasting or something. Yeah, that's how I felt like what she could have done with those lambs and everything too. I was like, why is she not using her powers? Isn't she not like
she
super
couldn't do
trained?
it.
And she got like energy blast and whatever. I'm like, come on.
I'm
No
like,
wonder
come on,
why-
babe, 'cause Newman saved Edgar from that chicken that was about to run through him. She blew it up at the last minute.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was
"Oh, I get to
like
do
that was
something."
something. But
But
yeah.
I was afraid for just a split second. She said, do you even know how? I said, have you been so long, Starlight? Do you even know how to be anymore? She turned around and gave all girl that like, hard. The way they filmed that though, they were swinging, boom, and bitch said, just leaned back. I was like, yeah, she flipped her. I could have sworn when she got up, she was gonna have them white eyes, like going after Annie. But I was just like, okay, that was almost serious. I was almost serious, but that caught me though. But nah, that whole series was serious. But when that bull broke out, Eminem was like, was that a beat up fucking bull? And he was just like, oh, we're just gonna fuck off. All right, cool. And then sheets like great white, deep blue sea on that motherfucker. I was like, yeah.
Bruh.
Man, I watched that shit. I was like, 'cause I watched it before I went to work. It was like probably 9 in the morning. I was sitting here just like this with headphones on. I was like, no.
Yeah, like when I saw that V bull and all that, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, they did not just test this stuff on bulls, but then I figured out, oh, okay, so they put this in water.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what you gonna do with a bull? But I was,
Yeah, I'm like, that's a smart idea.
you know what's kind of funny though? I have to send it to y'all in here though. They used the audio clip from Tooth Gnasher and Teeth Gnasher from Love and Thunder. You know, Thor's goats. They used the audio from that on Twitter, and they used the fucking sheep on the boys. And instead of that whole type of laugh, they put their vocals on top of it every time they were doing shit. I'm not gonna lie, this shit's hilarious. I gotta show it to you. So it's like these sheep that are ripping that bull apart and coming after them, but they're screaming just like how the humans do. And that shit's, It's more funny if you watch instead of me explaining it, but no, that's just funny as hell. Y'all gotta see it real quick. It's only a 30-second video, but it's funny.
Right.
But
So-
anyway, no, that scene was
So when they injected that little bit of the I guess the soup killer virus, like the effects that it had, I'm trying to think, like, it wasn't that much time that had spent to where that virus had taken effect on those animals.
we don't know that because he even said how long does he was speaking on the virus. How long does it take for the virus to get? He said it varies. You don't know, but we don't have a legit timetable on how long the Compound V and or Tent V took a hold of those animals. We don't know. Only thing that we could probably infer from that was from the last season when the lawsuit against Stan Edgar was filed, and then obviously he went to prison after that. So the house that he took them to, where that lab was being built, obviously that lab wasn't being built while he was out of prison. So we just kind of have to look at chronologically in the show how many months, weeks, or years have passed since the third season when he went to prison, and then we can infer and deduce from then that's how long Victoria Newman's been having these animal farm labs at that house. But outside of that, it's not a given time slate or a definitive answer, if I may. That's all I'm saying.
Because I mean, with some of those animals having bigger organs, but then again too, with it being inside of a soup, it could be a good comparison. But just basically what you had said, you can't really time frame how it's going to affect anybody based off of this research. But through that entire process, especially with the ending, we still got other things to cover. But I still wanted to make this comparison right now. Newman and Edgar's relationship has been rekindled.
Yeah. Not necessarily rekindled. It's just that I don't think it ever really ended. She didn't want to send her father figure to prison. She just looked at the best and the worst of two evils. If Stan Edgar stays out of prison and they go up against Homelander, like I said, if Homelander becomes unstable, you can stop him. But now, in that episode when it happened, Homelander came to her with a deal. You help me put Stan away. I'll run the shit how I want to. I'll stay out of your way. You can be VP or president, and I'll let your daughter live. Or you can come against me with your daddy, and this lawsuit works. And if I got to be public enemy number one, being feared is A-okay with me. That's what he told Starlight. Yeah. Newman knows that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, I got to help myself. And that's when he looked at it and said, why? I've always protected you. She said, no, I'm protecting you and I'm protecting my daughter. And she was. Stan Edgar's fucking lawsuit with Homelander went through. The Homelander that we know we're going to end up getting would have happened already. So she basically delayed what the inevitable was. You know what I mean? So she knew that Homelander went crazy and killed everybody. So she went against her father.
Because I was thinking to myself, I mean, not everything's being adapted from the comic book, but how much I was thinking to myself, possibly how could Edgar affect if they decide to go with Homelander in the White House or Homelander and President, if Edgar has more of an influence to Newman?
That influence is gone now. I think Edgar came back, honestly, with just some fan service. Just like, how did somebody so important to the story just disappear after allegation and accusations of a lawsuit and never resolved it? So now you actually had to see he is doing hard time. And we're bringing back with respect of who the great actor is and who Stan Edgar is to the story. But obviously, outside of this episode, if he couldn't deliver the virus and have any true change with Victoria Newman, take him out. But now, I thought he had ran his role, but we don't know because he's
returning
liaison back to jail got his head popped, and she opened the door. So now,
that's
I don't know what's going on.
What'd you say, Jonah?
Oh no, I said they better team up now.
Yeah, that's what I said. You know, that could affect it because I mean, prior to this episode, it almost seemed like Newman and Homelander's got something that they're foreshadowing in the future, and then that's why I was in that speculation of this White House, this political movement, and kind of how Homelander is kind of prepping even his own son and everybody, like, for, you know what, everybody on this earth mean nothing to me. I really feel like it's just me and you on this planet full of these weak people.
You said that to him, yep.
Yeah, so
Yep. You did.
You said, I don't want y'all to be heroes, nor I want you to be wrathful gods.
Oh, gods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's the scene that I'm thinking, like, because I didn't read The Boys. So I'm like, yeah, so Mundo, I think you're probably the most knowledgeable hero on that.
I love it.
But pretty much, I think that, because I know the ending is, like, basically Homelander and a bunch of superheroes go after the White House and all that stuff, right?
mm,
So, like, I think that's probably what they're working towards. So, like, when Homelander's
Exactly.
like, all right, he changed up his motivations and stuff, we're like, oh, we're going to be wrathful gods, not just glorify celebrities. That's where I'm like, okay, he's going to lead the charge on, like, the White House and the world and all that stuff.
something.
So,
I think-
that's just
I think-
my opinion.
I mean, to be honest with you, with this season still happening to finish out, and then we know that the last season is going to be the next season is going to be the last season. I'm going to say that Stan Edgar is going to probably have an influence in this direction with Newman. Whether or not he lives long enough for us to see it, but I think there's some sort of vision to foreshadow the future in these episodes. So switching things up a little bit for what we've covered. What'd you guys think of Firecrackers Cakes? Showing a little redhead, a little thigh action.
I'm not thinking about her cakes. I'm thinking about her rack. I'm like, oh, okay.
All that, you know what I mean? Firecracker, I got a little thing for Firecracker
Big
right
guys,
now. I ain't
real
gonna
quick.
lie.
All right, it's bigger here than down there, but all right, but we're big guys real quick. All right, that's funny though. That's funny. That's funny.
I always had a thing for redheads. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
No, redhead's got it. I ain't gonna lie. Redhead's got it.
Yep.
Yeah,
What is-
they got it.
What was it that cracked me up? When Sister Sage and her were having their little tit for tat back and forth, and she called her like poor white trash. And
So I'm
she
thinking
said something
poor-
like she said.
I don't think you're poor.
Yeah. She said, yeah. I don't think you're poor. Sister Sage got kind of feisty this episode. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And what I paid attention to the most with Sister Sage is like I knew that she was gonna be able to catch up to anybody's twisted plot and betrayal, considering how smart she is. And I knew that freaking whatever was going on between Ashley and A-Train, she was gonna catch on to it real quick. Like, did you guys pinpoint that?
I don't think she'll. Well, she will probably catch on the more
Well,
it
hold
keeps going on. But at the moment,
Yeah, Jonah.
Like-
Go ahead.
yeah. But at the moment, though, probably not. I mean, she is catching on the A-Train, obviously, but because she's
The
like,
one thing
well,
is that
it's not like it just ran itself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It ran its course. It felt like it ran its course.
You guys
Like,
herself out when she looked at him and was just like, this bitch know what's up.
yeah.
She know what's up. But I
Yep.
think that Sister Sage might be doing her own agenda. I think she's helping
It's so predictable.
Homelander
But
said it.
I
I
think
think
she's got her own
she has her
agenda.
own agenda as well. That's just like, I'm helping Homelander do this. He's too stupid to realize of this is this. But I think she's slowly. I can't
I don't
really
think she's
pinpoint
100%
yet
on
to really
Homelander's
make
side.
it-
She might betray him.
No, she's
I
not
actually agree.
on Homelander's side. She's on nobody's
Like-
side but her own. She's on
Yeah,
nobody.
exactly.
That's
Okay,
right.
yeah, basically, yeah.
clear.
I'm on the same beat as you right now.
She's
Yeah,
on
I agree
nobody's
because
side
I'm
but
like,
her
if
own.
she,
That is
when
clear.
she finds a chance to take out Homelander, she would definitely take it.
Mm.
So, yeah, she would absolutely
But,
take it.
yeah.
She would absolutely.
Yeah.
She would. I think she'll get killed. I think Homelander will kill her,
Who's
unfortunately.
gonna die first between her and A-Train?
Firecracker. Is that your question?
Yeah, Firecracker.
I said her and A-Train, and you said Firecracker's gonna die. I'm like, damn. Like,
It's so obvious that Firecracker is going to end up dying. But
Yeah.
A-Train, I think Sage would die before A-Train. Now, you want to make us go, more than you, yes, kill A-Train here, but because we already know there's another season, kill A-Train, but do it next season. That's what I'm thinking. Because A-Train is going to be the one to flip. Because Sage and Homelander kept looking at each other and looking at A-Train when he wouldn't kill that one dude. Was it that Tucker Carlson type dude? What's his name? Chris, whatever.
The guy that Ashley was stepping on his balls. and stuff like that.
Ashley's Dom, or not Dom, but whatever that shit is that they do.
So Yeah.
Sorry, there you go. Yeah, the ones step on the nigga balls and shit. Wild. Wild.
Was it, you say Ash? Is her name Ash?
Ash is the CEO of Vought now that Stan Edgar is gone and Madeline Stillwell died. But she is basically just a pawn, a puppet, a face of Vought, a respectable one that is able to articulate the well-meanings and beings and whatever business doings that Vought does. While Homelander is really the one calling the shots. You know what I mean? And he's tired of all these sycophants, these yes men, no one that will challenge him, no one that will give him blood. That's why he went to go get Sister Sage. I think he has now got what he needs from Sister Sage. He's taking a little help as he is, but now his whole directive and viewpoint is on Ryan. To some degree, feel for Homelander, understanding how he was raised. He's a lab rat, treated like a fucking alien, put through the most rigorous, outstanding, dangerous testing just to figure out his durability. That's this man's childhood, and then it said, lie about all that and be the great American hero. Of course you're going to be crazy. He sees that all of his choices were taken away from him, and he didn't have anything to do. He's doing the same thing to Ryan. So now in this episode, he realizes I'm losing Ryan. Ryan's going back to Butcher, getting fatherly this, blah, blah, blah. I need Ryan to feel like he's making his decision. So that's what I made Super School. Ryan, do you want to do Super School? You're the only thing that matters to me. He gave Ryan a position, a promise, something. You know what I mean? Does Ryan have to say, no, I take your wallet from me, take your keys? See, that's how we do. I care about you. I don't care about nothing else, and nothing you can ever do is wrong. You want to help people? Fine. Help this young lady right here with this, pedophilistic, producer, whatever like this. And he's like, He's giving Ryan the sense of free will while slowly directing him to the mindset that Homer believes that humans are less than nothing. So it's like, I won't lose my son by him thinking that I'm being a fatherly figure, though I'm very much, what's the word I want to use? Seducing him to the evil side. That makes sense. I don't know. I mean, what other kid is going to drink smoothies and smile to the fact that a woman slapped the shit out of the other guy? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Just smile like that is your daddy. You sadistic motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Things got a little too kinky when she got mad at dude for not wearing his remoted anal beads.
Bro, it was far more kinky.
Oh my god!
Is that the only scene you paid attention to between them two? Did you not see them in season 3?
Yeah. I saw things get kind of wicked between her. It's like,
bro, she was going dog.
Where I feel sad for this woman.
Bro, she was riding this nigga in season 3 in a urinal with a dildo in her ass while ripping her hair out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was about to say like
remember that?
Yeah. They get wicked, and like she's got these moments where she's sitting there around at the round table with the 7, and she acts like this weak person. But when she's isolated with some of these individuals, she's willing to speak her mind and get her stuff off. Like she's got this up and down, confident, inconfident attitude throughout me watching The Boys, and then just to see her pull the trigger.
Yeah, like she's done that before.
She's a good actress, man.
And definitely A-Train, like
her facial expression.
He made A-Train really get his new heart and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Ashley was talking down on him. It was like, yeah, so now you got that heart of that cop that you killed or whatever.
Yeah, inside.
And you're welcome.
She's standing up for herself.
Like, black ties matters. My whole Instagram is nothing but black squares. Oh, I remember she did that last season. That shit had me cracking up though. But she's actually a good actress for this shit, man.
I don't know if I'm a cool person for cracking up when she needed somebody to fall on for the betrayal, and then that same dude was in there in the room with the 7.
He wasn't her dom anymore. It's like, damn, you got me killed, bro. Like,
that is some villain stuff. That is some real villain stuff like that. I was like, man, that is.
He's like behind the hall listening, like, yes. I'm like,
I'm like, what? And then I was like, I'm still gonna fuck your wife after this. And he's just like, I'm gonna go down on her. I got gills. I don't even need to breathe. I was like, oh, hey yo. Telling another man that you're gonna breathe his wife's juices
before killing him is just
killing him is wild.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild. This show it don't make no damn sense. That's wild.
I know. But yeah, but back to
Then
what
it
you were saying
pissed me off
about
when Christian
A-Train
Bale
and
turned
Sister Sage,
himself in.
though.
I wonder how that's
Hold
gonna
on.
turn.
Yeah, you said back to what I was saying about Homelander.
Oh, my bad.
And Sister Sage.
I know, you're fine. Yeah, back to what you were saying about A-Train and Sister Sage. Sister Sage, I think they might keep her around for a little bit. I don't think she'll be like they'll kill her off just like that, unless it's something stupid. But I'll get to that in a second. But A-Train, though, in my opinion, this looks like this might be his last season. But I at least want him to get some kind of redemption arc, like, you know, at least redeem himself in the eyes of his brother and his nephews. At least, you know? That's how I feel. So yeah,
I'm with you.
But-
like, yeah. Go ahead.
but what you guys were saying last week though about Sister Sage, about like maybe Homelander might kill her, I was like, I don't know, because I have a weird feeling like for somebody like Sister Sage that's like super smart, I feel like the boys would do something stupid, like, okay, they're gonna kill the smartest person in the world with something stupid. So I feel like the Deep is gonna have something to do with that. Like, you know how he knows about like that little needle and how she injects that into her eye, or you know.
Oh yeah,
like
gives
her
herself
brain.
a lobotomy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
how the
that.
Deep was getting off on that.
I could see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
that's
that.
what I'm thinking. That like the Deep would probably do something crazy and accidentally, whoops, because he was trying to get off. I'm like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Homelander probably will get mad at the Deep or whatever for wasting Sage like that. So
Either
that's my
that
opinion.
or Homelander orders it to happen. But yeah, I can absolutely
Would
see
it
it.
would it be a crazy plot twist if right before Sister Sage throws A-Train under the bus, A-Train gets the little bit of dirt on Sister Sage and kills her and makes Homelander like not even catch him breaking into their house,
No.
his house?
No.
I don't know.
You don't think Sister Sage could possibly die in A-Train? You think she'll be able to? Her mind could beat that possibility?
What's the time period? I'm saying hell no to that. And if I'm wrong, I want to be able to go back to this video to be like, Bondo, ah! You know what I'm saying? But hell no, no.
You can't
Well,
say
she'll
you
probably
don't
keep
think A-Train can
places
save
to
his own
herself,
ass
though.
by killing, possibly killing.
because
Sister
none
Sage?
of that is a or ooh factor. That's just like, that's what you did. None that doesn't do nothing to the audience. It doesn't
Because
help.
at this point, I think the entire audience is like, when is A-Train gonna die?
No, they're not.
Everybody-
No,
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of
Unnecessarily
felt like that
because
last
honestly-
season, honestly.
Because honestly,
Last season? Okay.
I was
Yeah,
I was
he-
betting the
he-
last season.
Mhm.
yeah, he's overused. He's
I was like, oh.
overused his stay in the comic books last season, and
Mhm.
he's still a part of it. So I think that they're gonna do something different and bring another soup over to the boys outside of the female. Excuse me, Kimiko. They call it they don't call her Kimiko, but they call her the female. But Kimiko and Starlight. I think they're gonna end up getting A-Train. I think they will, and A-Train will have maybe one feat of heroism before something happens to him. Regardless, Sage and Train are dying, in my opinion. What season it happens, I don't know.
Mhm.
It's
All
very
right.
likely that it happens. One of them happens this season. Hell, it's even likely both happen this season. But I still think one will go to next. My bet on that would be A-Train, just because I think it'd be more of a factor if we lost A-Train this season
Mhm.
than Sage, which may be all the reason to kill A-Train. But I think that his character still has a little bit more to offer. That's all.
Okay, I got you. Well, then, I mean, I guess, well, hopefully, we'll see if Jonah hops back in here. Something must have popped up, or he probably got a phone call or something.
His thing was starting to turn white before that happened, so I think he was trying to say something before it happened. But yeah,
All right, we'll see if we can get him back in here.
where's
and
Maul?
I don't know. He took a step away. That's if you
Where's
listen.
BTJ?
But so how did you feel about, like, would you Homelander taking his fatherhood more seriously?
His fatherhood more seriously?
Yeah, his relationship with Ryan. I feel like they did that, with the little bit of time that they did spend with Homelander. They had a bonding moment, and he's kind of winning over Ryan right now.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. He's given Ryan the illusion of choice and power. He said, BTG just said, I haven't seen the episode. Is the very last one?
I don't know if you can compare.
G,
It's
you ain't
almost,
seen it, bro.
yeah.
I hope you ain't really been paying attention to what we're saying. We probably spoiled everything for you, but if you think last episode was good, watch this episode.
I would
say what the fuck 12 times.
Yeah, this episode is entertaining. It's hard to compare the two because
It's so different.
It's different and something new is introduced to the storyline and possibilities to foreshadow what will probably happen. This episode has given us more of possible season 5.
My opinion, this is the
Then
best
4.
episode this season. 4 was great. The first 3 warmed you up, and they gave you the first 3 for a reason.
Okay,
You
John.
have to
Oh,
get
boy,
you back.
ask him to take care of.
But
All
the
right.
5th one was the best one they put out so far. The 5th one was the most The Boys episode.
I
that they
agree,
put out so far.
1000%.
Hmm.
Yeah, the 5th one was ridiculous. I found myself, I was sitting there going, what the fuck? I did at least like
What
5
happened
or
to Jonah?
6
He left?
times watching it.
He said his phone died, then he said he's gonna just chill out in the chat.
Okay, I see it.
I was in there like, what they doing? Like, what the holy shit? Jeez. But nah, man, like, nah. It's
Yeah, this was by far the best episode.
you seen it right? You did see it, Jeff.
Yeah, that's why I've been able to make all these points.
That's right. That's right. BTG, I don't know what you're doing, man. You gotta go see that shit, bro.
He didn't watch it?
No, yeah. He said he hasn't seen the episode yet. He asked if it was better than the last one. I pretty much
think
told him
to me
that.
it
Of
was.
course it is.
To me,
I don't compare them because like I like them as of equally. I feel like if you're gonna follow up episode 4, I think this episode did a great job at it. He
Yeah,
said-
this episode felt like classic Boys. Just
Mm.
the whole gang's back together. Well, minus Huey, but the whole gang's back together, and you know, Butcher was in charge. Like, I don't know, I just liked it a lot.
Been working out.
Butcher has been. Notice how in every episode so far, everyone's been doing their own thing. Kimiko's doing her own thing. Huey doing his own thing with his dad. Annie has her thing with Firecracker. Like, everyone's doing their own thing. But in this episode was the first time in the season where everyone, you know, just the boys were all together, just doing stuff.
And the show is called. What is the show called?
Oh, the boys.
I
Like I said,
agree with
just
that.
minus Huey wasn't there, but that's fine. Just minus Huey.
What's Maul? So how did you feel about that interaction? The interaction between Homelander and Ryan in this episode?
Dude, I love that, bro. I loved every second of it, dude. And look, so I don't know about y'all, but to me, Ryan just officially announced his future. To me, like in this episode, he revealed his future. He wants to be a hero, to save people, help people. But I do think he's gonna have his twisted way of doing it, though.
Yeah, after he got off on Bonnie smacking on boy,
Yeah,
I was like, hey, yo, what you want, niggas?
cause it's bad, sure, but like it still is better than Homelander. It's better. Like, he wants to be some kind of hero, though. He wants to save people. He wants to do that.
Yeah.
But he wants to, you know, it's just maybe he's not doing it in a right way. But to me, it is very interesting that he wants to be a hero, you know.
I'm already thinking to myself that if Butcher gets a hold of him in just enough time with the influence that they have, the influence Butcher has on Ryan, I think Ryan might be the one of the apparent threats to the end of Homelander in season 5.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character said. It said either you get to him and we flip him, or we figure out how to kill him.
And we got this virus itself developing.
In chapter 23 of Baki Rhyme.
All right, let's continue. All right. So yeah, considering that Ryan will definitely do you want me to like turn you down a little bit, Bundle?
I was an accent, that's why I did that.
All right.
I got a lot of screens to go, my bad, bro. I'm trying to figure out which one is this sound for this. Don't worry about me. I'm figuring it out.
All right, so like I guess if Butcher's still alive long enough, Ryan is definitely going to be used as a pawn for a distraction, or he could possibly manipulate Ryan to go hands up with Homelander. But to be honest with y'all, I think Homelander will kill Ryan's ass if he feels like if Ryan's not going to portray him.
I think Ryan is his only weakness. Excuse me.
Ryan's only.
Ryan
Do you think he's going to allow it to affect his plan or anything further than that?
No,
I mean, you gotta notice in this episode, Homelander kind of said that like he don't care what no one else thinks about him but Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he
said it.
He
Yeah,
doesn't care what anyone else thinks of him but Ryan. And I think that's his weakness is Ryan.
I mean, look at it. I mean, he always wanted was a father figure, and he had that with Soldier Boy. And the moment Soldier Boy touched Ryan, what did Homelander do?
Yep.
He partnered up with Butcher to take home Soldier Boy down.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sworn enemy, scorched earth. Because as soon as Ryan got hit, they said, "Fuck this. We hate each other. We killing this nigga now." All Soldier Boy did was hit him once.
Jonah said that he's not trying to be a celebrity or anything. They're trying to force him to be a celebrity. Yeah, that was a moment that like I feel like it just I feel like it's a tug of war of Butcher's influence and Homelander's influence. And right now with Homelander's time with Ryan right now, he's doing whatever it takes to move Ryan over to his side, and he's molding him.
I think he's definitely pushing his ideals on Ryan, like for sure, because Homelander struggles with the idea of like, you know, like trying to be just, you know, the best image for Vault, you know, but he's done with that. He's done trying to be this perfect image for Vault, and he doesn't want the same to be happen to his son. So he wants Ryan to be able to do whatever he wants, you know. Don't take crap from anybody, and that's gonna be Ryan now. That's gonna be Ryan, so I'm down with it. And Ryan actually still wants to be a hero, so I think Ryan wants to do the right thing, but at the same time,
that's what Jonas said too.
Yeah, he wants to be the right. He wants to do the right thing, but he's just being guided by the wrong person, basically.
And if y'all paid attention, Ryan's got a Jaguar now.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think of a hero that can like compare Ryan to like someone who does the right thing but still like, you know, I guess that's like a twisted way of doing it, I guess.
Is there anybody who originally I would say it would have to be compared to a villain turning good, betraying their father. No, they wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. It couldn't even be Aqualab. I couldn't even think of anything. But I mean,
kind of like an anti-hero. I mean, he's an anti-hero. You know, I think Ryan wants to be an anti. Well, not wants to be an anti-hero, but
you know what? There's not much of an example. Yeah, there's not much of an example because in the comics, Ryan didn't even get the chance to get this old.
Yeah.
So this is all on the actual writers on what they want to do with Ryan. Do you guys like Ryan as a character for this show? Period. I'm not.
I like Ryan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's fine, but that's actually a
Invincible.
Good one, no, he said Invincible's brother.
Invincible's brother.
I remember what Invincible's brother.
Okay.
Oliver. He's a lot like Oliver. Perfect. That's a good comparison, bro. Good comparison. So Oliver is Invincible's brother, and you know actually, you know, let me not spoil it. I mean, you know Oliver now because you watched the season 2, but you know, I ain't gonna spoil where Oliver becomes, I guess.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Bundle knows Oliver. The Bundle knows him.
I got you.
That's a good comparison. Like that, I can totally see Ryan being like that.
It already kind of. I mean, with them having Ryan live this long, I was thinking to myself, are they trying to like compete with Invincible? And then I'm thinking, and then I'm just kind of like, they're both on the same network. Is it worth having both of those elements at the same time, or maybe a crossover or something that they might possibly try and set up with the anime?
They should definitely do a crossover. That'd be sick. That would break records.
Yeah. I think it would have to be. I think it'll be probably animation though, more so than going into live action. Well, dudes, how freaking am I the only person that think that at this point the Deep is probably one of the most like non-needed character this season?
I think Deep is like, yeah, I think Deep is meant to be like a tragic character, not like tragic in the term that in the sense that you have to like feel bad for him, but tragic like you pity him, you know. And I think that's why he's still here, because they want you to just pity Deep like as much as possible, because he's so pitiful. He's such a
yeah. I'm like, he's a soup. He's got to be
does-
reminded to be confident.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Easily manipulated.
He's an ultimate Homelander meat writer. Like, bro, he's the biggest meat writer in the show.
And then like you can clearly see that freaking he can be manipulated through lust. I don't know. I mean, like his affairs with the octopus. He's being embarrassed about. Like, is he redeemable? Like, is he going to eventually like phase away? I even think that I think he's just at this point he's just like a meaningless character.
Like I said, bro, I think Deep is definitely just meant to be there for like a pitiful sake, you know. Like, we're meant to just pity Deep at this point because he's just so pathetic. He's so pitiful, bro. That's what I'm gonna say about that.
So do you guys think Frenchie's just gonna disappear?
Frenchie? Oh yeah, Frenchie. Okay, did you talk about that while I was
Hold on. Fanatic says start shaking that thing now, little bro.
Who, me?
What? Shaking what? What you talking about?
Because I turned my camera on. Who, me?
Okay.
I ain't shaking nothing but this camera.
What up,
bro.
boys?
Yeah, that's I was like, what's going on right now? Maybe got the but what was he about to say before that?
It's Frenchie.
Yeah, Frenchie. So what do you think is gonna happen with Frenchie? Is he about? I mean, he just turned himself
Frenchie ain't
into the
gonna-
police station.
I don't think he's gonna be in jail too long. I don't think he's gonna.
I don't be in jail too long. It's too
I
important.
don't think he's gonna. Yeah, he's way too important. There's no way.
There's a butcher or somebody, or Mother's Milk who has CIA.
Exactly.
He got Stan Edgar a presidential pardon. The
Yep.
CEO of what? Who the fuck is Frenchie? A junkie?
Yeah.
Now let this motherfucker out.
Mm.
His bond is to let this motherfucker out.
Could you guys think that there possibly be another soup in that jail that may go back in the comic, maybe reference from the comics that could be locked up or something? Is there any? I didn't watch Gen V. Was there anybody you guys think that Frenchie could interact with while he's in prison to have?
No, the one person you need to react with is the same person that was back. Sydney. Y'all remember Sydney? You remember Sydney? The chick from what's that? Excuse me, bro. Season 2. There you go, mom.
Disclosure,
There you go, mom. Season 2. You remember Sydney? Everyone thought Sydney was the head pop. Human. Sydney is a lot like. Excuse me.
I was just talking about
Hiccup,
Sydney
excuse me.
earlier too. I don't know where she's at.
Claudia Newman, obviously her name is not yet. And then also Marie Monroe, who is the main protagonist within Gen V. They have blood manipulation. They call it, we gave it a name. Was it homokinesis? Or hemio.
Hemo is blood.
Kinesis or something like that. Hemiokinesis, not homo. Hemiokinesis.
Yeah, hemio is like blood.
Yeah, I'm in the stream 1 second. I'm in Discord. Hemiokinesis. And so, basically, Sydney has that as well. I'm not sure she has it as refined as what we've seen with Claudia or with Marie. So in the episode, all she did was close her hands, and the entire motherfucker blew up. She has the same blood manipulation, whatever type of powers. I just think that she's been locked up behind Vaught's bullshit the whole time. She hasn't had time to refine it. Unlike how Marie Monroe was in the very first episode, she was shown cutting her hands and using her blood as whips to knock down certain obstacles and blah 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 and shit like that. So she was learning how to, use
Hey,
it.
Fanatic, relax, bro. I don't know what's going on, but we're not really on that time on the stream, bro.
Bro, why is it? Bro,
What's going on? What y'all talking about?
Somebody's trolling in the chat.
Ooh, I didn't see it. What you talking about?
Know.
How do you see it?
Right here, I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, just relax, Fanatic, bro.
Put
Like,
your hands down, little bro.
we're to talk about a TV show. I don't know
Don't
where
give
you.
credence to trolls. Just block it and kick out.
I'm gonna move forward. I'm just
Did
let
you
me know
block
who
and
you-
kick out? Because that's gonna keep coming. Did you block and kick out?
Okay. Well, you know what? How about this? Next, you get too crazy, it'll happen. All right.
It's
You got your
amazing how
moment.
you allow people to be terrible instead of just nipping it in the bud.
You're right.
We see bullshit. You're gonna let them not do diarrhea. Cut the bullshit.
But
Put your pants down, little bro. This is your stream. He telling you to put your pants down. Sir,
YouTube.
get this doo-doo detective out of here. What you doing?
Shows. Gotta love him, bro. Gotta love him.
so you pretty much talking about Sydney.
Yes, she's gonna come back one day. I think. I mean, I hope she's gonna come back.
Let me see here. Well,
Roll your shit.
Jonan said Frenchie and Kamiko are my favorite characters through this entire series. Who's you guys' faves?
Good choice.
Homelander, easy.
In the show or the comics?
He said through this series.
Show or the comics?
Jonan, did you?
The show.
Show.
I guess we're going to assume the show because that's what
Yeah.
kind of what we're talking about. Let's just go with the show.
For me, it's Homelander.
Homelander for you?
Yeah.
Homelander exudes everything that you expect him to represent in the show, so I think he's the best cast for it. He's done everything by the books as far as the comic books goes, and I know Butcher's pretty spot on. He just has a beard. He's pretty spot on. The way Bobby Butcher acts.
Butcher's
Butcher
my
hair.
favorite.
He acts probably the most. I mean, there's a lot of accurate comic adaptation. Mother's Milk is pretty much, well, outside of why he's named Mother's Milk and his powers, but outside of his personality, that's exactly how he is written. They've actually followed pretty safe as far as, you know, the original characters. I mean, they've had to change up certain people because of age.
Mhm.
They've changed certain genders, they've changed certain races, but as far as the ones that truly move the marker with the story, they've kept pretty similar. Homelander is who he is in the comics. Butcher is who he is. Huey, even though the physical attributes aren't the same, he's who he is. The boys, actually, Kamiko is exactly who she is. Frenchie doesn't have the emotional burden, really, but he's represented well. So, now, as far as favorites go, like I said, but I think Carl Urban's Butcher's awesome. And I love this part. Every season, I'll say this, he always goes, fucking diabolical. But this season, he did it the best. This season, he did the best. I don't know if y'all caught that last episode. And shit like that. He did that shit. I thought that was awesome. And they always had like little one-offs in the comic books where Garth Ennis and Kripke would put that in, where they made sure that Butcher was the only one on the comic page, and it was fucking diabolical. They had to do that. So I appreciate when they do that in the show.
Am I the only one that gets excited when I see homie with the different hip hop t-shirts?
The who? Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But it is a nice little touch. It's a nice little touch. I do wonder though, one off, and don't think it's real. I wonder if something's going on with Laz Alonso. Laz Alonso is the actor that portrays Mother's Milk. You looked at him the last 3 seasons. He's
yeah. Apparently, he just lost weight, bro.
As I'm kind of hoping that's what it is, but it's just like, it's not like you had a lifestyle that you need to lose weight. You were 100% in shape. Like
Yeah,
you see in the last 2 episodes, especially last season. And Hero Gas, Mother's Milk was diesel, and I learned from Endgame with Chadwick Boseman, not to make fun of appearance like that, and I'm sure I saw the same thing on social media. Everyone's calling him Crack Panther and all shit like that because of how skinny he was. Then realized that he died because he was back for 4 years. So Laz Alonso went from this, let's be honest, women loved his ass. They've been loving him since Stomp the Yard. You know what I mean? He was the main guy outside of dude in Stomp the Yard. He's always had a certain physique built to him. He comes here with this. I'll be honest with you, he looks a little emaciated. Now, if he wants to go on his, weight loss journey or something like that, that's fine. But it wasn't like he was unhealthy. It was like with the weight loss, he wasn't pudgy. He was built. He was cut. He was diesel. So it's like, I wonder, it's like, you call it weight loss journey. There's something else going behind. I don't want to, cast any aspersions or do any fucking assumptions or nothing like that. I learned better with Chadwick Boseman, but Laz Alonso is a good one. As far as the community that looks like me and acting, I hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different factors. I don't know if you've ever paid attention to somebody who who bulks up like that. If you don't keep up with that level of fitness with yourself, you either blow up or get smaller.
I mean, that's given, but Laz Alonso's been that size his entire acting career. The entire act. It's like, how big LL Cool J is.
I got you, but like what I'm trying to say is I don't know. You got injuries and such. If he took a break from his workout, what if he wasn't in shape and decided to take Ozempic? He could be sick. He could not be sick, but anything could happen. But if he's not in shape for the film, who knows? He might have cut some weight. He might have decided not to get buff anymore. But I can see the significant change in his size.
I think something's wrong with him. I just hope it's reversible. Guys that look like that gain roles based off of their physicality and their looks. That's who Laz Alonso is.
So you don't think anybody's capable of getting big?
No, everyone's capable of doing what it is, but I think that there's something wrong with Laz Alonso.
I hope not.
I think there is.
I like to think that he's just losing weight, bro. He wants to be skinnier.
I don't understand why he would lose weight. If you think about it,
maybe he wants to be slimmer, bro. You know,
I can see that too.
Maybe he doesn't want to be as stocky.
Nah, that ain't it. Men don't do that. Nah.
What do you mean?
Men do that when they're fat and out of shape and not. He was muscular in shape, and it's been a sex symbol for women for the last 20 years. You just throw it away in 1 year.
Well,
not being married with kids.
It's been like what, 2-3 years since season 3?
A year and a half. A year and 8 months.
Exactly, Moss.
So you don't go one size for 30 years, and then a year and 8 months later, you lose 80 pounds out of nowhere.
Okay,
this happened with a lot of other actors, and then we found out that something was wrong with him.
He doesn't look as thick as Chadwick Boseman.
No, he was way bigger than Chadwick Boseman. He's way bigger than Chadwick Boseman. That's the issue.
I mean,
I'm
not negating that possibility of what you're talking.
You know who Laz Alonso is? You really follow Laz Alonso?
Yeah.
This is a big deal to cut 60 pounds in a year and 8 months. That's a big deal amongst men. That's huge. That's not, I care about how I look.
It's a big deal.
You were muscular and in shape and have been this size for 30 years.
It's a big deal, but I'm just saying he might want to just be slimmer, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Now we don't go. Let me be right.
Let me be right
with this. Let me be right about this.
I'm hoping he's not sick. But I'm just saying I'm hoping it's a case
where you don't lose 60 pounds in a year and a half, man. Because
these days with weight fluctuation, it's almost to where you can't really cross your finger around anything and say anything's possible.
We talking about men. Nah.
Dude,
No. We said the same thing with Chadwick Boseman.
I didn't say anything about Chadwick Boseman. He looked
but
when I saw his weight loss.
We're saying the same thing about him. You're saying the same thing about him. The same thing that people said about Chadwick. Maybe he's just doing this for a new role. He's just doing this. So dead.
The Boys season 3 aired June 3rd, 2022, right? That's over 2 years ago. That's over 2 years ago. So
wait. What season?
3. It was June 3rd, 2022.
That's when it aired online. Okay, yeah, that's when.
So
we first
that
got
means
it.
he filmed it way before that point.
I
right?
know, but that's
So I'm saying a lot of time has went by. So
guys at that age in shape don't lose that much weight in that period of time. In a year and 8 months, you don't
I'm
have
saying,
to-
what if he gained weight and then lost it? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
he didn't
that's
gain
the
it.
thing
No,
that I was thinking of.
there's the kicker. He didn't gain it. He's
How
always
would you know?
been
How would
size.
you know if he didn't gain weight?
Because
What
I
kind of
watched
fat?
him since
Yeah.
2009 and stomped the yard. The nigga's always been 220.
In
That's
these
my
last-
point. He's
in these
always
last-
been
In
big.
these last 2 years, though.
Yeah, these last
And
2
that's
years.
my other
He lose that
point.
much
There
weight in 2
he is.
years.
The same thing with Chadwick. I'm making the same comparison. Hello?
I haven't seen the guy in the last 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
We
agree.
said
that's-
same thing with
Right.
Chadwick. Holy shit. Holy shit. He died in
I
2020.
wouldn't
He
be-
died what 2020? The game 2020, right?
Yeah. I think
There was
so.
the worst year there. Endgame
20
came
I
out
think
when?
19,
2018? 2 years later? Like Laz Alonso 2 years later? I'm saying the fans that pay attention to Laz Alonso, this is not me saying it. This is the
I mean,
social media world of Laz Alonso.
There's a
that's
sickness
a
we're
fan
going to
of
find out about it. I'm
years.
just not.
And
I'm just not
understood that
negating
this
both
man has
ideas.
turned down
I mean,
acting
yeah, I mean,
roles
hey.
that had certain time periods that didn't coincide with certain things. Normally, when people do that, it's because they have either A,
Does he have Instagram or something?
acting plans or something like that, didn't have any, or B, medical issues. You can't lose 65 pounds in a year and 8 months and say, "Hey, nothing wrong with you" when you're already healthy. That warrants something. That warrants something. That warrants something. Ain't no surgery, ain't no BBL, ain't no lipo. Diesel healthy your whole life too. That you drop 65 pounds in a year and 8 months, and you're not trying to lose weight.
Does he have Instagram?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you spell
That's
his
what I'm
name?
saying. That
I can
don't
look you
look
up.
right. That don't look right. That ain't right.
What's
I
his
see your
last?
point, Bundle, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised
I
if he
hope
just
not.
lost weight.
Yeah,
Because it's been like 2 years since we've seen him in season
I
3.
think so. I was gonna say that's not too far fetched that he was trying to get in shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Watch
saying.
this nigga have something. I'm gonna look at y'all. Y'all better hear crickets.
How you spell his name, bro?
That's-
Is
I mean,
it
some-
L-A-Z?
Nah,
Sometimes-
man, I'm telling
sometimes
y'all,
that's-
that's not
sometimes-
normal. That's not
that's
normal.
normal.
Not normal.
It's L-A-Z. Okay, it's L-A-Z.
I found his
and then
Instagram.
Alonzo.
That's not normal. That's not normal. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. You just type in Laz Alonso's name on Twitter, you'll get like literally 20 days worth of pages and articles saying the same thing I'm saying. That's not normal.
Yeah, I know fans have been concerned about his.
Now, I'm concerned. I'm a fan. I like Laz Alonso. I'm concerned. I learned not to make fun of those actors, man. You don't drop that weight. You go ahead and look at him season 3. And then it goes dark, and then look at him. And it's
Yeah,
the same
I mean-
picture you see in that shit. Now, look at it to the left, right there. Go down with the glasses, and then go up one and to the right. That's a different nigga, man. That is a completely, look at the weight difference. That is a different nigga. And then click on the month and look how much time has passed. You do not lose that muscle mass in that time of period for no reason. When it's
Okay,
been
go to-
on you your entire
Go to,
life.
There's actually a post where he's talking about what happened.
Well, if something did happen to him and I missed it, then fuck what I'm talking about. But
Well, no,
from what I understand, nothing accidental happened to him. It's just, this is how he showed up on set.
So you talking about a
They said
post
it's-
here?
Yeah, they said it should be a post from December of last year.
You notice how his newer pictures are his older
You
pictures?
said December of last year. I don't think all these have dates on them.
These are old. That's him season 3. The one over here to the left with no beard, that's season 4. Look up and down. Night and day.
Yeah.
Up and down. It's night and day.
It says the boy star opened up about his weight loss in an Instagram
What was it? I hope he's
post
okay.
shared in December 2023 when a fan said Laz had lost some serious weight. It says
Serious.
It says then the star replied in the comments and said that he had to trim it down, fam. Got carried away with too much pizza. That's what he
There
said.
you go. All right, there you go.
All right.
Now, could it be a cover up? Yes. But
Yeah,
that's what,
cover.
but that's what he said though. That's what
it's
he
a
said.
cover. That's all right. I feel that. That's a cover up, but I feel it.
That's what he said though.
That's a cover up, but I feel it. Matthew Perry said the same thing for 15 years. But okay.
Hey, I mean, look, you're right.
I
It could
feel
be.
you. I feel you.
I'm hoping
I
it's
feel
not a
you.
cover up, but it could be a cover up.
You don't lose
Yeah.
65 pounds of muscle like that in a year and a half. That's not natural.
Well, 2 years though.
It was a year and 8
Like I
months.
said, he's an actor and he's involved in Hollywood. I wouldn't be surprised if he got fat and started using Ozempic. It's not a joke. I'm dead,
Ozempic.
bro.
Good.
Ozempic's the new freaking drug.
You
Nah,
could,
you're right.
you could,
yeah.
you could, but it ain't right.
Yeah.
Just like Aaron Moriarty's face ain't right.
Now that girl was
They
crazy.
was on her bumper about her face.
I'm still on her head about it. She was beautiful before. I don't know what the fuck she did.
Mhm.
Dumbass. She made her shit look sunk in as hell. She raised her cheekbones
she
up,
looks
and I made her
terrible.
eye look like they went back.
I was wondering.
Bro,
Tilted
she
her
can't even
nose
move her
down, and
face,
then with
bro.
her jawline chiseling is too, and then had the nerve to say, "I'm hopping off of social media because people was like, bitch, we have eyes, we can see you. Like, if you want to do
Bro,
what
when
you
she
want to do,
was
that's
crying,
fine. But if people
when
have,
she-
Do you think
a
she's worried about
pain.
getting older? Does
Like,
this
dude,
does
yeah,
this
dude,
does this
yeah,
botch
bro.
does this
You
botch
saw
help her look
something-
younger? That's
you
what I'm gonna
saw
ask y'all.
something-
you saw
Bro, the
something
fame-
that we didn't see.
The fame got to her, bro. For
She
sure.
saw something we didn't see. She
The fame
she
got
saw
her.
something, and
I'm asking you guys, do you guys
convinced her
think
to
she
change
looks
something.
younger after this surgery or botch?
She looks
Does it make her
worse
look
and
She
younger?
looks
older.
way worse.
She looks
yeah.
older and worse.
And she looks older. Yeah.
She looks
What's her
older
name
and
again?
worse.
Aaron
Moriarty.
Moriarty, yeah.
You look at her, and I thought there was one funny moment in this episode.
I know you're talking about. I know
You
you're
know
talking
what I'm talking
about.
about? She was on the computer, and she looked
Yeah.
at her own self, and then they flipped. You ain't shit. You thought the same thing. You ain't shit either.
I know
At least I
exactly
know
what
I'm the
you-
only asshole. You ain't shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Damn, they had her looking at her old shit, and then it went like blurry.
And they
3D
petty for that,
percent
too.
on her, and it went right to her, them
And they
cheekbones to their nose, going
And they
looking
petty,
at it. I was like, ugh.
and they petty for that too.
I was just like, hey, I was like, when she watches this, there's no way in hell she don't think the exact same thing. I was just like, oh god, there she go right there. Go down, bro.
I seen it. Hold on.
Okay.
I was trying to see if we can get a nice comparison.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
comparison.
you can
already.
do it for him. Oh, he put the surgery. Goddamn.
They already got it made. Up there it is, first one.
Look at the difference, bro. Just look at the first two pictures. Just the first two pictures on your left.
Yeah,
That's
the first
it.
one.
Dude, when she came before pause, season 3, the picture, the very first one, the one on the right, the
Such a
green,
younger.
that
face
was what she looked like.
for. It was
Look,
so
she
young.
Look at her, bro. She used to be the beautiful, sweet girl next door, whatever like
Mhm.
that. This is no
Yeah.
bullshit. She literally did this, and then canceled her fucking social media. People are too cruel. People are too this. People are just like, bitch, people got eyes. They giving their opinion.
She's
Bitch,
not- she,
what are
she,
you doing?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she's one of the types that is like
Fam, I
that's
used to
like
have a
that's
crush
like
on her
beautiful
Karen
and that's
Fukuhara,
always
aka
says to
Kamiko.
themselves like
Bro, like really.
probably one of them type of women that are freaking gorgeous but sit there and say they're fat all the time or always looks at a
Girl, you
That's
flaw
why
of
you
themselves
can't
in the
hire
mirror.
people
You
like
should have
that.
put this work into your booty cheek. Goddamn,
Yeah,
your
she-
face didn't need no help, baby girl. Hey man, hey, do me a favor.
That's
Far
why she's
left.
not good
Put
for the
first
role,
picture.
bro.
The first picture,
she
far
wasn't-
left.
She was not good for this role then, because how you gonna like? Andy is someone who wouldn't do any of that stuff, right?
Can you do that, man? The first picture far left. That's the best.
Andy in
one.
January would
That's
never
the
get
absolute best
surgery or
one
do
right there.
anything like
That's
that.
it. Look
Yeah.
at that. Mm.
That's a whole different person, bro. Whole
And she
different
got
person.
mad because people said she has. Look at the difference, baby girl. Why did you do it?
I'm not even really.
I mean, don't get
trying
me
to
wrong, I'm
be-
still
I'm
hitting
not trying to
right.
be
I'm
that
still
big
gonna
of a
grab
troll,
the
but
fight.
I'm gonna
But-
keep this a solid buck. This look right here on the right, that's always on Instagram.
The right
this
is who
can-
I'm gonna fly out. The left
this-
is who I'm bringing
this
home.
this is just to keep it a buck. This is only an increment away from looking trans.
No, yeah.
Bro, with a little manlier jaw. Yeah, because I mean, look, I mean, she removed.
I'm just telling everybody in the future that wants this look. This could this every person who gets facial surgery. I'm just letting y'all know you could possibly be.
She got lipo on her
thing.
jaw. She got her chin chiseled. She got an upper lip filler, and she got her nose done
But
and
this-
her cheeks done.
She was not right for this.
That's
role,
at
bro.
least 40, 35, 30 grand worth of surgery right in there.
She
She
was
didn't
never
need it,
cool for
man.
this
She
role.
didn't need it though.
Nope.
I just wonder. Well, this is when girls say when things are so hard for them and blah blah blah. And I do give them the benefit of that like this because I mean I ain't gonna get into it, but like what do y'all fucking say? If y'all so content that men will fuck anything, then what do y'all do?
But okay,
I don't.
reeling it back
I mean,
in, guys.
damn.
What?
I'm looking at the rest of these. What were you doing, Aaron?
Same person.
Aaron,
Reeling
even the
it
one
back in. Yeah, reeling this back in though, back into the episode. What do you guys think?
Oh, man.
What expectations do you guys have for episode 6?
Ooh, that's a good question. Definitely want to see more Homelander and Ryan.
Hey, I ain't
for
gonna lie
sure.
though, it's hilarious because your background has Paul like right there, and his eyes are going. So you're right there. So it's like, I'm sorry, it's so bad. That's hilarious. My bad. No, it's just funny.
What was you
definitely
saying,
more-
Maul?
No, definitely more Homelander and Ryan for sure. I want to see Huey go back to the boys for sure. Like, let's hope he goes back for real, because I'm pretty sure the whole thing with his mom and his dad is over now. So hopefully he goes back to the boys. What else? That's about it. Yeah.
You guys, Bundle and Maul, do you guys got a kill count for Ryan next episode? You know what I mean?
I got a lot to say.
He's got a car. I'm pretty sure
Why?
nobody sat down with him to teach him how to drive. He knows he doesn't worry about making a mistake. Homelander's not going to give him any restrictions on the road.
I wouldn't even
Ma,
drive if I
Ma,
could
real
fly.
quick, how many episodes are left, Ma?
I think like 3 of them.
3 left.
Yeah.
And we get season 5. Okay, so Homelander ain't going nowhere this season. Ryan ain't going nowhere this season. And whatever's inside Butcher's going to sustain him. We need with the understanding of how the boys work with me here. We need a death of someone big, and we need like a few more huge plot lines. Obviously, Butcher's gone back to his crazy ways, whether that compound V and a symbiote in his head, because like I said, Jeffrey D. Morgan in my head is fake. He's going crazy. You cut that nigga leg off. So we got the virus still coming, but I think Butcher's kind of flipping it, because like we said last time, spoilers, we know Butcher kills the rest of the boys after Homelander. And so I think we're going down that path, and I think that season 5, midway, Butcher's going to be the bad guy, but I'm going to back it up a little bit. As far as the rest of this season goes, unfortunately, I do think we're going to see Ryan be a little bit more like his father, but I think Homeland is going to do something that's going to be a little bit too crazy that trumps Ryan, because Ryan said, I really want to help people. Now, he may got a little pleasure of getting that one guy slapped because he saw someone actually in danger. But the next time Homelander does some egregious attack, I think it's gonna spark the divide. And I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I think that's how it's gonna end. But I do think we're gonna get somebody that dies or doesn't come back next season, not a part of the 7, but part of the boys. Whether that be in Frenchie because he goes away for a long time because he turns himself in, Kamiko because she sacrificed herself, and Mim leaving because of Monique, Butcher dying. I don't see that happening, but like you said, I really don't see Huey's reason to come back. He squared away Robin's death with A-Train. His father is gone. Doesn't really have a stake in the fight anymore as long as he has Starlight. Who knows what happens next?
I just don't see him leaving though, because like honestly, this show kind of started with Huey. It did start
It
with
did,
Huey, actually. Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, with that,
It started
point,
with
it's
Huey.
got to end
Yeah.
with Huey. It's got to end.
Yeah, it's got to end with Huey.
Comics
Yeah.
ended with Huey, so it has to. Yeah. You're right.
Honestly, if I had to choose someone to go, I'm gonna say Frenchie. I can see Frenchie leaving.
Like I said, in the comics, everyone dies, so
But I think he's
except
a-
Huey. So,
But honestly, Frenchie and Kimiko are kind of like a package deal. So
I was
honestly,
pissed with what happened with them, though. But I'm even more irritated that Frenchie turned himself in. Though I think we're in agreement, he's not going to stay there.
But,
I don't see
okay,
him leaving and
If we go
Kimiko
with
still
our
staying.
theory of that virus coming out of Butcher,
Actually, wait. I got
Does that
actually a real
eliminate the
quick question.
possibility of Butcher dying if it's relieved from his body?
I got a real quick question, real quick, before you get back to this, and we'll go right back to this. Real quick, Mal, anyone listening? Do you guys think that we'll get Gen V season 2 before The Boys season 5? That's all I got to ask. Now bring it back.
That's a good question.
And if so, that dictates a lot of new shit. That dictates
You know what's
a lot of
crazy?
shit, but we're gonna bring it back though. We're gonna bring it back.
A year ago, I would have said yes because, you know, Andre was alive still. His
Yeah,
actor.
rest in peace.
With him being
Perdomo.
gone, who knows how long it's gonna
They
be.
did,
back
yeah, they did suspend
before that
production.
show comes back. Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah, because
so
they were
now-
all filming.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna say The Boys is gonna come out first.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Would it be disrespectful to just recast a Polaris this fast? Would it be?
They're not gonna recast him though. They already said that.
Yeah,
before.
you're right. You're right. So, for all those that were mad about Black Panther, there you go.
Yeah.
See? Respect. You see how it goes? His character was, no disrespect to the dead, minuscule in comparison to Black Panther. So if you're gonna halt production because of his character, understand why they halted production because of Black Panther. Because I remember a lot of people when we talked about that last time had a big problem about that. Just recast the nigga. I'm like, man, give respect to the actor.
Nah.
But
not
anyway,
for you.
bring it back. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, what were we saying, Jay?
it's how we felt about it going forward.
Yeah, like going forward. Like you remember, we pretty much we looked at it like, okay, possibly this tumor that's in his brain probably released out of his body because we saw the movement going on. So if that were to happen, does that kind of negate the possibility would Butcher still be able to survive if that were to exit his womb? And so with Butcher, you know what I mean? So that could his survival and longevity in the show could change. And there's still like a possibility that this anti-suit virus to be released as a potential threat or negotiation.
I think if it gets,
to the
I think
homeland.
if it's able to get out of his system, he'll be cured. Actually,
Real rap, Butcher ain't dying.
that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
He ain't dying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
say,
not gonna-
if that thing gets out of his system, he might be cured.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's what happened to old bitch and
Mhm.
Diabolical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That can't happen, but he ain't gonna die. He's not gonna die.
And
And hopefully Marie still comes in and cures him, bro. And
Now, if
gets
the
it
thing
up.
exit,
and gets it
but if it does exit his body, in the means and manner how it exits could be a problem.
That's why I said Marie needs to come in from Gen V. Needs to come in and do it surgically, remove it herself.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Talk your
Yep.
shit. Talk your shit. But
She
and
needs to do
but behind hindsight, Nadia can do. I keep calling her Nadia her real name. Claudia Newman can do the same
She
thing.
probably could.
Now, her
do
name's
it,
not
yeah.
even Claudia.
Jesus.
Victoria.
call her
Christ.
Newman, bro. It's real easy for me to call her
I'm
Newman.
doing the comic
Victoria.
book because in the book, her real name is Nadia in the comic book, but her actual real actress name is Claudia. So-
Right, yeah.
But then her
she is
comic
bad
is
too. I don't know about
Victoria.
y'all,
It's
but
just
she's bad.
in my head, so I'd say the wrong thing. My bad. Just three things that end in My bad. Victoria Newman, Vic the Veep is what they call her, and she's actually a man in the fucking shit that looks like Larry Sanders. We talked about that last time. I keep getting those names mixed up. My bad.
Well, okay, so why? I don't really see freaking Newman being that crazy of a fan unless how the anti-soup virus, like if there's a way to control who they inject or pull that out, release that out to. They can't just. I don't think they're going to do it to all soup. They'll probably
Well,
do
the
it all.
virus. Well, the virus
That's
shit
the-
when it
that's
comes
the
to
thing.
Newman is going out the window because as far as she's concerned, they injected the last bit of the virus into that dead body. That
I thought they left some. They only did a little bit of it.
They injected the entire thing. Which was the entire purpose of why Butcher caught up to Samir, cut his leg off, made it seem like he was killed,
Yeah.
kept him in the shed, and it's like, you gonna make more of that
Yeah,
virus.
He's gonna make more of it.
Now, while everyone thinks you
Yeah.
dead, you gonna work for me and make that
Mhm.
virus so I can control that shit. That's
Yeah.
why. So she actually thinks her baby daddy and the one she loves is alive, and you already know.
You know what's
Butcher.
crazy? I'm trying to think too now that Bone Gear theory about Butcher being the final villain might be true. Because what if
Yeah.
like it gets to a point where he becomes just like this dictator against Supes, where he might kill him with this virus that he has now, you know? And the boys might have to stop Butcher.
That's what
That's the twist.
Like,
I like that. I like that twist.
Because look,
I like that.
Kimiko's a Supe.
Butcher
And he's-
becomes
and he's
public
a
enemy
Supe.
number 1. Ah, shit. In the comic, shit.
It might go down that road. Yeah.
My shit's flat now. Ugh, don't taste as good.
I can see that. I definitely can see that.
That would be crazy though. That'd be a crazy twist, but I can see it though.
I
Yeah.
can see it too. What the? Who the hell sent me this?
And at
Can't
that
trust
point, he'll
nothing.
become the very thing he swore to destroy. Classic Star Wars.
Mm,
He'll become the very thing he swore to destroy. Someone who has too much power.
I'm not gonna talk about Star Wars at all. I just want to ask a quick question. The new Sith they just showed in the Acolyte, the Stranger. How you feel about his mask?
And the mask was cool. I didn't watch it though. But
that's
the
all
mask
I
was
said.
cool though.
That's all I want to know. Now we're done. That's it. I
Well,
love
actually,
them.
speaking of Star
Kinda
Wars,
cool.
there actually some news came out about Ahsoka, and you ain't gonna believe who's gonna be in season 2, bro. You ain't gonna believe it.
I don't know if we want
I don't know. Make it quick. I'm not trying to get off subject.
You know what I'm
yet.
saying? I was like, I ain't
The
going down
mother.
that
That's
fast.
why I'm not really always agreeing to go off subject.
The mother, Aboleth, is gonna be season 2.
Aboleth?
She's gonna be season 2. Yes, they just announced it today. it's over, bro. It's
What?
It's over, bro. Jay, oh my god, we're in the treat.
What?
We're in for a treat, season 2, bro.
Okay.
The
I'm in.
mother,
Aboleth?
the mother is coming.
I with it.
You lying.
I swear to God, bro.
You lying. You lying. What? Aboleth. Oh shit, the strongest force user in all of the galaxy. Oh, what a treat would that be?
Not bad.
Nah, they ain't giving us. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna,
I'll drop it in Discord for y'all.
they can't do that. They can't do
Hey,
that.
that energy drink that was on the like all over this episode that everyone was drinking from, is that real or is that just an energy? Is that an Easter egg for anything?
I think it's fake.
What you talking about?
The energy drink that they were promoting throughout this episode.
What was it, a Vault energy drink or something?
Yeah, thought I remember seeing a drink.
It's probably just going for the. It's probably just for the TV show. I don't know. There's some Vault energy drink. I'm sure someone will replicate it and send it to you on Amazon. I mean, I'm sure somebody. Oh, that screen ain't on. Damn it. Goddamn. Okay.
G Fuel. No, that's
That's real shit. And G Fuel.
I don't think that was on the I don't think that was on the
G Fuel is real
on the
shit.
show, on the actual
It's probably
show.
a fake version of G Fuel.
It's probably like some Vault.
Oh no, I think they did use that on the show. Yeah, G Fuel.
You're G Fuel. I don't even know if that was a roast. Probably not.
Turbo Rush. That's what it was. Was there any increment of comic book comparisons that you could see from this episode?
Oh, this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a small segment about the animal. It wasn't nothing like this big. Actually, no. This is actually, hold on. This is completely their own shit. I mean, they keep the same character archetypes and character personalities with the comic books, but no, this episode was, no, this is them. This didn't happen in the comics. There's nothing about this episode happening in the comics. I mean, Homelander becoming more of the supremacist dictator that he is, looking at life as less than what it is something a part of his character development. That was, the feel for that was much more different. There was no sun in the comic book for that. So that character progression is different, but outside of that, almost everything is different. Almost everything is different. So we are in uncharted territory right now. I still think the one thing they'll keep to the story is that Homelander will, in some way, in some fashion, become president and take over the White House and get a League of Supes to follow him to do so.
Okay.
I do believe that will still happen in the comics. But outside of that, everything else is fair game because they've taken a lot of liberties with this show. Good ones.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess everybody, we've already covered our conclusions for the next episode. I think the only
have
thing.
a question. Any thoughts on what Edgar's plan is going to be for Stan Edgar? Like, is he done for the rest of the season, or will he?
I think he might be done. I think they're just bringing him back just for that episode. I mean, but actually, no. I take that
we
back.
understand because
Yeah.
Newman saved him from she freed him.
Then.
So, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, you free him, but it's not like he can do anything in public. He's supposed to be in prison.
He's gonna have to meet Zoe. He's gonna have to be around Zoe. That's what's gonna happen.
Like,
if anything, if he sees Zoe again.
CEO of Vought anymore.
No,
I mean, we could use some of your secrets, maybe kind of like how they used the secrets and knowledge of the Legend last season, fucking with Soldier Boy. But outside of that, if he's on Victoria's side, he's not used as bait. Like I said, he can't be CEO anymore, and he can't be seen in public. I hope they just don't kill him, man. But I just don't know what other use Stan Edgar would have.
Yeah, they're definitely setting up something.
They're setting up something, but outside of his past knowledge of the
though.
company, I don't really know what other use he would have because he can't be seen. You're supposed to be in prison for life, my nigga. Like,
would any this be worth anybody's head getting popped?
Yeah. Someone serious has to die.
Yeah, but I mean,
someone's gonna have to die.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Newman's gone.
You said
I don't
who?
see it. Victoria Newman. I don't see her lasting past this season.
I mean,
that's what I'm thinking to myself. Like, how climatic would it be
Well,
to pop somebody's
Victor's
head?
beef
I don't
in the
think
comic
there's
was
any
the
room
last
for.
Victor Veep in the comic, which was what Victoria is replacing, was the last one to die in the White House by Homelander.
Unless she interferes with an assassination or a kill and pops somebody's head who's already trying to kill somebody to like win over.
I'm just saying, like, there's one season left, right? So I'm thinking the end all be all will be Butcher and Homelander. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think Newman will be around. No Newman, no Edgar. I think the end all be all will be Butcher and Homelander.
Oh, for real, Nino? Hey, Nino just said, hey, put money on it. Next season, Queen Maeve gonna come back with Compound V. Nino just said bet.
I think she'll be back too.
Watch it.
Like for a cameo or something, probably.
Watch Queen Maeve come back with some Compound V. Jeff, go ahead and thank Nino. He ain't even there to know. Mom, you heard it though.
Yeah. I have a question too. Is Homelander as fast as A-Train, or is A-Train faster than him?
A-Train is faster. Homelander never was shown to be.
Because let's say that they he has to, let's say he does end up killing A-Train. Like, how would he catch him?
That is true, and I thought that a whole bunch of times.
What if he is fast as him though?
But it's just like, I mean, we know Homelander is fast as hell. I mean, even in the first season. We saw, like, when we were looking for Translucent, and he knew Translucent was in the area, and it went to the security cameras, and they looked at it, and it was Homelander going,
yeah, he's
the skies, like, doing this.
Yeah.
And they were going, fuck, it's Homelander. And it was just, like, him going past, like, 17 times like that. So it's like, he is fast. I don't think he's as fast as, A-Train.
I don't want to see A-Train die, but that would be crazy to see Homelander just, and them fight, because it'll be like, like Flash or Superman.
Can you catch me? Can you catch me?
Like Flash or Superman, it'll be like that.
So you're saying do you think A-Train's going to get an honorable death?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Watch it be the coolest thing ever. Watch him be like a thing where it's like, how it was in Justice League when the Flash fought Superman. Watch it be like that.
I think he's gonna get a good one on Homelander. It may even be next season, the definitive hit in on the Homelander, then dies, and then Huey or Butcher come to like finish it off, kind of like in the comic book type shit. But he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Yeah, he's gone, bro.
He gone. He gone. But he's gonna have a redemption arc because he's
Yeah,
just been
yeah.
responsible for too much bullshit.
Yeah, there's no way he gets a happy ending. There's no
You don't get an happy after selling out. Oh boy, the Mexican, I forget his name, speedrunner shit.
Sonic.
Doing
Sonic.
Sonic something. Doing all of Homelander's bullshit, killing Pop Claw, running over Robin. Nah, boy, you got it.
Yep.
You got it. It ain't inviting Blue Hawk to get your brother paralyzed. Nah,
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
you gotta go, son. You ain't invited to the picnic. You gotta go.
Yeah, that's
You gotta go. So yeah, A-Train is gonna go, but he's gonna go heroic.
Yeah.
Theon Greyjoy type shit.
this.
No Game of Thrones.
This is like on subject, but off of subject. Do y'all feel like there's enough The Boys merchandise out here in the world?
No.
No. There should be more, and I believe there will be more.
Yeah, we need some. They need some merchandise, bro.
But that's the thing, though. Why? Why? There's a reason for that, right? Like they're gonna push these toys to kids. These are all bad people.
I'm not gonna lie
very
to
bad.
you. Todd
very
McFarlane's able to do it. Invincible is got merchandise, bro.
Well, that's Invincible, though. You know,
Invincible.
Invincible's a good person. And
Invincible.
he's super.
I want one way. Oh, that's
Invincible's a good
Invincible.
person. No one in The Boys is as good as Invincible or Mark.
Man, there really isn't there isn't anyone really good. Even the good people do fucked up.
So why would you
shit,
sell
boy.
toys of evil people?
You
who
want
really
this
bad
fucked
people?
up person?
They've got
Even if
they
you-
got
I mean,
horror.
if
They
you
got
so
they got
candy-
action figures of horror. There's some minuscule franchises that has figurines. I'm not.
Yeah, you got
Well, that's
Jason
true,
and
but like they're I don't know, man.
But they're pop culture icons.
Yeah, like
They've been like established. Like it's like, oh, I got Freddy Krueger and
Horror.
Chucky.
Yeah, I don't think.
They're
okay,
like the
what about
kings of
T-shirts?
horror. And
I
you
don't
go
even see
ahead and
enough
pick up a
Oh, yeah,
fucking
there's definitely shirts and stuff, yeah. But like
yeah,
you know,
shirts, there's
you ain't
merchandise.
gonna find no deep
Like
action figures,
posters
no
and
no
shit.
Homelander action figures.
Ain't
like,
nothing like
no.
that. Nah.
You ain't gonna find that.
They're DLC characters on video games. He's on Call of
Yeah,
Duty and Mortal
yeah.
Kombat.
Yeah, he'll probably be a part of one of the Mortal Kombat action figure waves, if anything.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah.
See that.
Ooh, excuse me.
Like,
Jeez.
like, would you want your daughter having a toy of Homelander in her room?
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, man.
They can't even watch this show. I mean, but
Just have
actually,
anybody in the boat.
figurines, especially with shows, are, to be honest with you, not too many kids is buying figurines like that. They're on their tablets. It's mostly adults buying, collecting figurines and pop.
Yo, let me do some research. Let me do some research real quick. I want to see if there
have
actually
a
is
figurine
toys.
of Homelander. Well, I can.
I would have one because like I'm an
can.
adult,
Yeah, I have one.
but toys are usually aimed at
People,
kids.
but if people are judging your figurines based off the character,
They do have action figures. By
Wow.
Metcom has a line. High skill, yeah, they do got figurines.
I haven't seen a
NECA
single.
did the boys.
I haven't seen a single boys toy in the store or anything, like ever.
Yeah, they're on NECA. They got everybody.
Oh, NECA. I'm like, what's he doing? Okay.
Yeah, NECA's got the line.
No.
Oh yeah.
They've got Soldier Boy. They got everybody.
Boy, tell him. Soldier Boy, tell him. What was he gonna tell him? I don't know.
I could see most people grabbing. I didn't know people rocked with Black Noir so darn much.
Oh yeah, dude, he's like a fan favorite. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, he's just cool, bro. Yeah, he's definitely a favorite.
Batman.
Like he literally died and came back.
He's silent Batman.
Yeah, a lot of these shows have their favorite characters that you won't see him get rid of them ever.
Yeah.
Like even Deep should be gone by now, but he's so like he's always promoted so much in this show. You know, like Deep's not going anywhere, bro.
I'm surprised Deep is like. Yeah, I don't know why he's still around.
They love Deep, bro.
I love Deep.
They love him.
You go deep. Pause.
They love D.
I mean, I guess he's basically the sexual element of the show.
He's like the comedy. What do you call it? He's the
Quagmire.
the comedic person for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's comedic relief.
Yeah, comedy relief character. Yeah, that's deep.
He goes deep.
Every show has it, so he can't get rid of him.
He's going to go crash old dude's wife named Tabitha. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I don't even have to breathe air. I just stay down there. I'm like, damn.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. And then killed a nigga. That's crazy. They killed a nigga. I'm still gonna fuck your wife. Like, hey, yo. That's crazy. That's wild.
Quick thoughts on Bronny on the Lakers.
Let's go.
I'm excited, dude.
I'm excited. I'm just a little sad.
Do y'all agree with people saying he's a nepo baby and he didn't deserve it?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Nepotism,
Thank you, bro.
nepotism
Thank
has
you.
been a part of basketball. Do you know how many sons,
Finally, thank you.
how many coaches' sons ended up being on the coaching staffs and in the league?
Mhm.
George Karl's son was in the freaking NBA. All right.
Yep, Austin Rivers.
I'm not hating it. I'm just upset though because Ron said whoever gets his son gets his last year.
I was so
next year.
I was so happy. He signed a 3-year extension. He gonna try and play with Bryce too, probably.
You're right.
yeah.
Right. You right. My bad. Let me.
Yeah,
No, this is maybe
relax some eyebrows.
Now this is
Yeah, let me fix.
Bryce.
Let me chill out.
Bryce gonna be the better player, and that sounds bad,
Yeah,
but
Bryce
to
is
me,
gonna be a better player.
Bryce is
He's
like
a better
16. He's like 6'7" or 6'6" already, right?
Bryce is
Mhm.
nice.
He's way taller than Bronny, and has
Bryce
one more time to
super
develop.
nice.
He's gonna be better than Bronny, bro.
Bryce is super nice.
And I feel bad saying that, but it's the truth.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I don't think you're far fetched with it. I think that's a possibility. To be honest with you, I am a fan of this father and son situation.
Yeah,
I don't really
bro.
want to hear
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be
This
fire.
is the biggest I will be a fan of LeBron James.
It's gonna be fun, but you know
Just
what I mean.
with this moment, right?
Just imagine his jerseys, bro, are gonna sell out, bro.
Look, I'll tell y'all what. Magic Johnson's son could not play in the NBA with him. All right.
Run! You already know where I stand, Jed. Don't get me started. You already know where I'm at.
Yeah, so y'all knew it was coming. He's got that much
Yeah,
control. He
yeah.
goes into it.
I just don't understand where everyone's like, oh, he doesn't deserve it. Like the kid went through high school, right? He played a year of college. Like, come on, like he deserves it. You know,
I'm LeBron
Greatness
James.
comes with hate. It's
It's not
everybody-
like just some random kid on the street.
all these dudes out. Okay, Maul. Especially you, Bundle, with the age that we are. Most of our parents, with the age that we are, they're more familiar with Dr. J, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. Now,
Yeah.
Some of these guys don't have Jordan as their GOAT. Everybody, like Jordan was hated on too. Everybody didn't think that Jordan went 82-0. So with greatness comes hate, man. Period.
No. He didn't even receive 25% of the hate LeBron had.
Oh yeah,
I didn't say that he did.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
I never said that he. I didn't say
but
that
your
at all.
simplification of that explanation made it seem like
I'm saying every great
You're
player is
saying
going to
about
receive some sort of criticism and hate.
but nowhere near that. See, that's what I'm saying, like that. So you're making an equal playing field. Nowhere near LeBron hate. Not even close. Not even a fraction.
Yeah, LeBron gets way more hate
16th,
than Jordan ever.
Not
did.
even 100. No, see, when
Alright,
you say
so-
that, you simplify it. Like, no. Half
But wouldn't that mean
No.
like he's really great
LeBron
as a
had more
player?
hate his rookie year than Jordan had his entire career.
Okay, so why are you saying no? Like I'm disagreeing
Because
with you.
when you said it, you said everyone has hate, but when
But-
you said
but
it like
I
that,
responded
you
to
said
you
it was
again,
such
and you
an-
answered
like
it
a
with
simple
no.
explanation. Yeah, because that is wrong. Because that's not true.
But I wasn't
True.
disagreeing with you, and you still said no.
Because what you said was such a simple explanation of what the facts are. That's like sitting there saying, like, No, I don't want to take it that far. But it's like looking at two different people that clearly had something far easier and far something that was more represented and accepted, rather than someone else who had the complete polar opposites. Everyone has it hard. That's what white folks say to niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's complete polar.
I was going to say that's a reflection of LeBron's greatness to overcome that. But like immediately when I said anything, you said no.
Yeah, because the answer was still no. You can't compare the two.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay, that's how I feel more.
So now I'm wondering how much.
Are you watching Summer League though, Bundle?
Not yet.
Now I'm wondering how many minutes he'll get, or if he'll play at all.
That's tough speculation.
I'll see. Yeah, he'll have to play in preseason. We'll see.
That's
he ain't gonna be nothing over the top impressive. I think
we'll see him if it's a blowout or something like that. Throw him.
I don't think he'll score anything over 10 points. I think his best game will be 10 points. Honestly.
The last couple of games of Summer League, the starters play a little bit, so that'll probably be the opportunity. If Bronny James plays in the Summer League. If he plays in the Summer League, you won't see the LeBron and Bronny show until
you're not seeing that to the NBA.
Oh yeah, people are gonna win.
I'm saying you might get in the Summer League. Bron plays like 2 or 3 weeks.
But it's not gonna happen.
Bron don't play in the Summer League, right?
Yeah, he don't play in the Summer League.
Nah,
he don't play in the Summer League. People are gonna win it immediately. They ain't even gonna win it the first 3 to 4 or 5 games. They'll be on the court a few times, but you're not gonna see any crazy magical dynamic, but it's just like you just want to see it happen.
Summer League is what? Who's in the Summer League? Is it just rookies?
I think Bron has played like 10 minutes of a Summer League game before though.
Probably.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like it would probably take to see them on the court together. That's what it'll be. That's our first chance before the first game of the season. Seeing Bronny play with LeBron.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Still coming off the bench.
That's crazy, man. He's just making so many accolades, bro. Like he's the all-time leading scorer. He's the first person to have his son be in the league and play with him at the same time. Like he's legendary, bro.
Phenomenal.
James.
LeBron's legendary, bro.
LeBron.
He has the greatest career in NBA history.
I think he has to, bro. He
has the greatest career. He may not have all the accolades, but he really does have majority of all the accolades.
Yeah, like he doesn't have more rings than Jordan. Okay, but I think Bron has had the better career though.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The 2 best basketball careers in NBA history are between him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Jabari.
Because there's not a level of basketball that Kareem didn't win a ring.
Yeah.
No argument.
And every team Bron has been on has won a ring.
Yeah. And I mean, and Kareem's got the hardware. Yeah, and Kareem's got the hardware. So I give them 2.
Ace with the place with the help for hardware, folks. Sorry, my bad. I had to say.
I wasn't alive to see the presence of Kareem in his last couple of seasons, but I'm pretty sure Kareem probably has some decent last couple of years of his career because he played for a long time as well.
And I'd have hooped on it. Maybe hey, you'd have gave it to me off the key though. He wouldn't been able to keep up with me though. That was nice. I would have still lost, but I'd have hit 1 3. But on the 2-on-1, Paul.
Now, how do you would it be wrong if Bronny got an endorsement deal in his own clothing line?
No.
That would be so bad, dude.
Why wouldn't it be wrong?
I think that's going too far.
I don't think they should do that yet. He needs a few seasons under his belt. Successful season.
Okay.
But they're going to capitalize on as much publicity and marketing that they can with this guy. How? I don't know.
Like
I'm-
Austin Reeves has been there longer, and he don't even have that stuff.
Hey,
And he's been putting in work.
And Bernie gonna get it.
Why should Bronny get it?
he wouldn't be.
Bernie gonna get anything.
He would not be the first person to have all them endorsements before they play a game of basketball. I'll say that.
You said the who?
I think he wouldn't be the first player to, if he were to have any sort of endorsement or clothing line or signature shoe before they play the game of basketball. He would not be the first.
Feels. I feel that.
He said,
I'm just still waiting for the father son alley oop.
That's all I want.
I'm waiting for the father son alley oop and the poster.
I don't at this point. I don't care about a ring. I don't care about none of that. I just want to see father
Like
and
the
son
game.
on the court. James gets the rebound. Pass it over to Bronny. Bronny back to James. James back to Bronny.
There's no thing to do like this. And they have to call a timeout, and then they both come together on some.
You know,
And
all
there's
that, bro. You know they're gonna have a crazy.
Shit that Brian does, like, oh shit that he be doing, man. Hey, he got like 25
Well, that's
handshakes
the one in
with
slow
everybody
motion.
in the NBA. And remember every single one of them. Y'all notice that? Nigga Brian got handshakes with everybody, bro.
Yeah, he do.
Everybody, and remember all of them. You still go up to Kevin Love to this day and do the same
Yeah,
shit you did back in 2016. I'm like, it's just
And
same
Kyrie.
shit with Kyrie. Went up to Kyrie. I remember last All-Star when he picked Kyrie first. Shit like that was the first one that went up to one of them. And this was shit like this, like that, and then dove offline, came back. And then headshot, I was like, you still remember that shit? It's like, damn. Yeah, but anyway, now you already know that's gonna happen. Bro. You already know it's gonna happen. I can't wait.
Yeah, there's gonna be a that's his son, so there's gonna be a hug and a kiss.
Oh, it's just a hug.
I don't know where you got that
You
from.
might be like, I love you, boy. That's it. Dead.
That's his son, bro. What you mean?
He probably saying that too. It's like, hey, we go out together and suit up. Don't cry, nigga. Don't cry, nigga. Be tough. Come to me and be on some shit and just be serious and walk away like it's another day. Like, don't you be, because you know, everybody, you know how many cameras are going to be on them when they first announce?
Bronny handles this stuff well, though.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't
Like,
know.
number whatever,
It's
Bronny
weird, though,
James,
like,
and
hugging your
then
teammate.
and then his dad right afterwards, and then Shake Up first. Every camera is gonna be on them after they announce them both down.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like they have already said that Bronny wasn't the good brother for almost like 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah, I mean, everyone knows that.
So like him just scoring, him getting a highlight, he's already exceeding expectations. People already said he wasn't
Everyone
going to
knows
get
that
drafted.
Bronny is the defensive-minded player, and Bryce is the offensive guy who actually has the gift. A lot of times,
Which is what this NBA needs anyway. To keep it a buck, which is what this NBA needs anyway.
But the thing is, if he can be a lockdown defender on some, Gary Payton times like type 2 type shit, because a lockdown defender is what you need. I mean, think of how effective Gary Payton Jr. was for the Warriors when healthy.
Actually, that's
Holidays
a comparison as to what kind of player he is, though, Boner. That's a good.
He's a defensive player. He's a defensive player. That's what they used him for at USC. It's just like, bro, you only got to 6'2". You're not gonna be some over the top scorer. You don't have handles like Kyrie. You can't shoot like Steph. So you have to figure out your medium. Bronny's a defender.
Yeah.
Bronny's a defender. Now Bryce is a scorer, but Bronny is just like, hey, man, your role is gonna be. That's why I said his highest game, he's gonna have 10 points.
Defender,
don't look for no 30-point whatever drop with him. He's gonna be a defender.
Yeah,
he's gonna pick up ice. He's gonna be an ISO.
98 feet.
He's a defending shot creator.
He's gonna be a defending shot creator. He's gonna pick you up from whatever feet he just said. You're like that. He's your ISO guy.
He's a trash version of Drew Holiday.
I just said, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I don't think Drew Holiday has a 42-inch vertical, and I don't know what
he's the same height as me. He ain't gonna do nothing in the NBA.
Oh well, no. Bronny got ups, bro.
Yeah. He's got a 42-inch vertical.
I can dunk too, but I ain't doing nothing.
You got a 42?
I ain't saying. I mean, I can, but I ain't Bronny. I'm old.
Yeah, Bronny can like, mill and everything.
I was gonna say
Aaron.
40. Okay, I'll just remember this.
Except for track, right? But I think
AI had a 42-inch vertical as well, but AI was like 5'11", 6 foot recorded.
he was slow, unfortunately.
Look at Nate Robinson, bro.
I don't know how fast Iverson was though, but
He didn't have a good 40. But he was quick though. He was quick. He didn't have to. A lot of running backs don't have great 40s. You don't have to have track speed for a great 40. You just have to have great lateral, quick juke, and explosive speed on the football field. And that's what he had as a quarterback. He can make those quick. And that's what Barry Sanders had. Barry Sanders, like, you know what I mean, and Walter Payton, even Derrick Henry and shit like this. I mean, I ran better 40 times than them in high school. But their lateral speed as a running back, ridiculous. Track speed, football speed is two different things. And Iverson had that as well. He loved football. He just had a knack for basketball.
he said he can't picture Bronny locking anybody up. I could.
Wait. Well, I mean, his size. Well, no, right? Not immediately. He's too young. He's not even 20. Is he even 20?
I give
Is he 19 or 20?
Yeah.
I'll
say this.
20? Yeah, I mean, he ain't even got a grown man body until you're 25, 26.
He's 19.
I'm going to keep it a buck. Effort means a lot on defense.
Does this affect LeBron's legacy in a good way? Yes.
And to be honest with you, he's fit. Bronny physically has the tools to be an elite defender in the league. Defense just goes down to effort. Pat Beverly has no ability and 100% effort, and we've seen his goofy ass do a lot.
I didn't want to put him and Pat Bev in the same sentence out of respect to Bron, but yeah, he came across my head earlier.
I'm not saying he's going to be as good, but I just want you to like mentally think about that. Pat Bev is not an athletic human being at all.
He won't be that nuisance, but he could be that
effort. That's all I was trying to say.
Effort that you need, but he won't be that asshole nuisance.
We gotta say we've barely seen him play at the elite level. He didn't start playing probably till January this year.
Yeah, that heart shit. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. This only this affects how much better Bron's legacy is. It's not altering anything. The decline that they're talking about with LeBron James is him actually averaging 28 points a game, 27.
That's crazy.
That's his declining years.
That's crazy.
I don't give a damn what anybody says. I'll tell you what, Kobe's declining season was him shooting like 7 for 28.
Yeah.
Kobe's he was shooting 28% from the field.
Yeah, he went out rough. Yeah.
I was like, he don't like none of y'all young guys.
I remember that. I was like 50 games in the season. It was like Kobe was 28% from the field. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I was like,
I
remember even thinking myself, I can't say Kobe no more at the trash can. I remember thinking that. I'm like, I can't say Kobe no more.
That's what it was looking like. I was just like, hey man, he's an old man. Let him get it all.
I was like, you looking at affecting his legacy. I was like, Kobe. But then like the last 8 to 12 games of the season, this nigga turned into Mamba again. And I still remember that very last game. He just went off and brought him back and won the game. It was like Shaq said, go out and get 50. He went out and got 62. I still remember. You remember Scandia crib, right, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we were there watching that shit. Were you there? No, you weren't there.
I watched that.
We got up, packed up everything, went to Fox and Hound. We were at Fox and Hound. We all went, there's like 6 of us. And we just watched like the last 9 minutes, just Kobe in the fourth quarter. And he completely brought him back, bro. They completely brought him back.
He was making every shot, bro.
He wouldn't miss.
I went to Kobe's last Pacer game. When he announced his retirement that season, nobody wanted to see anybody with the ball.
Yep.
When the game started, everybody stood up in the Pacer Stadium and they sat down if someone else touched the ball. As soon as Kobe touched it, everybody stood up, bro. So I mean, he had to shoot those shots. That was people's last time seeing him.
Yeah, too. And that last game. Yeah, I still remember thinking. I was like a little kid again. I was smiling.
They sat down on Paul George. Paul George hit a shot. Everybody sat down, bro.
This nigga, man. But nah, that was I do remember that. But yeah, so remember Coach Shaq said, man, he ain't gonna go out and get 50. We got 62. I was like, oh my god, he would not miss.
I did like that. JJ Redick dropped the F-bombs and act like he didn't give a fuck about a reporter had to say.
He said, I really don't give a fuck, bro. Yeah.
I was like, I love this already. I never liked Darvin Ham. I wasn't a fan of him at all. I will tell anybody, y'all can rewind this and y'all can talk as much shit as y'all want to me. When it comes to sports, I do not have a color. I like to win.
What do y'all think are the Lakers' chances?
I like to win at the end of the day. You said what?
What's the Lakers' chances of getting a ring this year? Do y'all think?
The chances of the Lakers winning a ring?
Yeah.
To keep it a solid buck, I feel like it's all about matchups. There is no definitive team that'll dominate and go to the finals. So depending on who the Lakers run into, I think the Lakers, if they played Boston, they would have. I think Boston would have lost to Denver, Minnesota, maybe OKC if they met them in the finals. But it just so happened them niggas couldn't get past.
They were the best team in the league. But they got
Boston had the easiest ride to the finals.
That was the easiest ride to the finals.
People was injured and all that stuff on every team.
Everybody was injured in the East, and all the main hitters in the West took each other out.
Exactly.
It was just like that was the easiest. That's why we were witnessing weeks later still sports analysts talking about, should Tatum get his respect? Are the Boston favorites next year? Are they a dynasty? You don't have those questions with any other championship team. We have those questions and implications because we know this was a gimme this year, y'all. Like, it's just like y'all have problems with Bron's bubble year. Shit. I have never, in 30 plus years of watching the NBA, have seen every single team on one side, whether it's East or West, have a main player or multiple players injured on that team. Yep. Everyone was injured in the East, with the exception of the Celtics. Every single team in the playoffs were injured. And it wasn't just little one. It was the main people.
It was the main star.
Like, I've never, ever seen that before. I've seen the Warriors, when they were even on their great runs, get saved off of injuries. You know, Kawhi getting hurt, Chris Paul getting hurt, Ja Morant, De'Aaron Fox getting hurt. Those were pivotal. You know, Kyrie, Kevin Love in the finals, whatever. Like, well, not Kevin Love, but nothing like what I saw with the Celtics. I was just like, every single team in the playoffs got 2 to 3 guys hurt. The Knicks, I had 6 guys hurt. I had never seen that. The Pacers got lucky. But even we lost 2 starters, you know what I mean, against the Knicks. You know what I mean? And then the Heat, they had Bucks, Damian Lillard, and I was like, what didn't fucking Embiid have Bell's palsy like the whole time or something like that? Half his face or something like that didn't work, and he was already dealing with his shit. Maxey was out. The Cavs lost Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen. This is like, Tatum, this is a gimme. Y'all better get this shit, bro. Like,
they've got the best constructed roster. I just don't think it's cohesive.
And they were the best team
and
all season.
The best thing that the Celtics, well, the best pickup they had was Drew Holiday, and that exchange for getting rid of Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's dope, but they were missing that playmaking element look. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are not ball handlers. That's not a person you want to start.
Let me ask you this real quick before you do this. Do you think, like Anderson Varejao with the Cavs, should Marcus Smart get an honorary ring? Because remember,
he didn't start. He started off in Memphis at the beginning of the season. He wasn't a trade. He wasn't a trade. He wasn't with the
Celtics last year.
This NBA season.
This season he wasn't.
He started off with Memphis.
I know, but last year he's with the Celtics, right?
Yeah, but okay. The only reason why Varejao got that because he started the season off with that roster, and I believe.
You're right.
Or it was released. He was released.
How long it was there? Okay, my bad. I thought that was because I forgot that because I even thought that was weird because I was like, They give him Varejao a ring because that nigga was there for 11, 12 years and didn't do nothing but that. But you're right. Yeah, he was there at the very, very beginning. And that was that whole Bogut trade and shit. I forgot about that. You're right, Andrew Bogut. Yeah. And then that was crazy. Andrew Bogut, remember that? He broke his knee the very first play. He hopped in for the cast.
I was like, that's tough, bro.
His
legs had a rough his whole career.
Set a pick.
There was no cartilage left on those kneecaps, bro. That was
never played again. I was like, what?
BTG, the answer to your question is the Mavericks could return if they grab my favorite basketball player in the NBA, Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans are parting ways, but Brandon Ingram would be a good pickup for you guys. But I really want Brandon Ingram to go to the Spurs, and the Spurs possibly trading their pick and one of their young players they drafted for Trae Young. So it'll be Trae Young, Brandon Ingram, and Wembanyama.
You are smoking crack. That's not happening.
Which one?
None of that can happen.
Why can't it?
Who's that guy? They just got the number 2 pick?
For you talking about for the Spurs?
Yeah, didn't the number 2 pick go to Spurs?
I think so.
How are they gonna levy that then?
What do you mean? Okay, so they would take that number pick, and then they'll probably put a first round pick with him to get Trae Young.
Dude, I would
what about the other catch you just said?
Brandon Ingram.
Where's the Pelicans Hawk trade come in with the second round pick?
Well, I mean, he wouldn't. Ingram wouldn't be involved with the Hawk trade. The Pelicans. The Pelicans said that they're parting ways with him.
My bad. I misunderstood.
Yeah. So I mean, the Pelicans are parting ways with Ingram, and Ingram's an upcoming free agent. So they're willing to do a sign and deal trade. They're letting him go for fucking cookies. They don't want him on the roster.
What do you think Ingram is looking for, though? What was he getting paid originally?
I think
he would. You think he's willing to take that much of a cut, or is he still want his?
That's why I mentioned the Spurs and I mentioned Dallas. Dallas wouldn't mind stretching their money because Luka basically in Dallas, it's Luka and Kyrie that's getting bread. You can afford 3 max players, and that roster, the rest of those players aren't due any money, so they could do that if they wanted to. But Ingram's not like Ingram could take that, but the Spurs have more than enough money over there at their roster. And then I think Brandon Ingram just wants a bigger role. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think any NBA player should want to have to share any role with Zion Williams because you'll never feel like you're a number 1 option.
Well, what is Ingram? Small forward or power forward?
Small forward.
And Wemby is playing the center, but acts like.
Yeah.
He acts like a okay.
That kid is special, bro.
But I mean, Ingram's got a lot of versatility. He doesn't need the ball that much of the shot clock to create a shot. He's not really that greedy either. At the same time.
Not you're right.
Does a little bit of playmaking. So I would like Popovich to have his hands on a player like that.
I ain't mad at it. I'm gonna jump teams real quick because I remember seeing during the finals Embiid was eyeing him. Paul George bullshit. Could you see him with the 76ers? And will KD stay with the Suns?
Ma, I'm gonna let you answer because I got a lot of shit to say about Paul George.
Will Paul George stay with the Clippers? Because he's a California dude, and he's like, I think something's wrong with his mom, and his mom's in a wheelchair, and she gets to see him courtside. I know that meant a lot to him staying in Clippers when he re-signed. He said all that. His family, his friends, or when he grew up with, mom being in a wheelchair. For sports shoots, gets to see him every single day. That meant a lot to him, which is why he stayed. So does that still mean enough to him to stay?
What you think, Ball?
I go to LA with the Lakers.
I feel like he's just not doing anything on the Clippers though. So
he won't, but I don't know if he'll go to the 76ers. Even though that might be the best move for him, I just don't think he'll do it though.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Paul George is gonna do 2 things. This free agency is going to be a domino effect of everybody waiting to see.
I know one thing he's gonna do. He's gonna mess up that cheerleader chick I had messed up that one night when we went to the club.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Sorry, inside joke.
You good? All right. So, like I was trying to say, pretty much, I think everything's going to be on the decision of Klay Thompson because his signing could change things. No, his contract is because he's not due a max contract, and if Klay gets a low ball ass contract, they can afford to bring in Paul George and still keep Klay on their roster at Golden State. And
Y'all think
honestly,
Klay is washed up though.
Yeah, I think he's washed.
Like I don't really care about I don't know.
So you don't care about who?
Klay Thompson. Like I think Klay isn't just that dude anymore.
Spot up shooter, it'd be nice, but he's not.
Yeah, he's a nice spot up shooter, but
not
he's
someone
not.
to defend up on.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
nah,
not much. He
not
can
anymore.
if he's wide open, you give him the ball, he can do that. But he's not doing. He's not getting past anybody off the dribble anymore. That little
Nope.
burst of speed.
Cameron said
whatever,
that the best.
Cameron.
It is what it is.
It's not that.
He said, like, pause. He said he can't get a nigga off of it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. Like, that little 1-2 jab step he does with his knee shit like that. It's just like, what you want me to flinch to that, bro? I ain't going nowhere. We both know you don't got to step on me to go either way, so just pull. And I'm already in your face.
But he's gonna need like the whole court to even have momentum to get around somebody. But if you pay attention, he's really just throwing his body and angling himself for a layup even when he goes to the basket. He's no burst, no separation. His footwork was always trash to keep it a buck. So
Yeah, you're right.
you know what I mean, he always had little Bambi legs, but his defense is gone, so and he went scoreless in the playoffs. That really hit. Klay Thompson going scoreless. That's
Forgot he went scoreless in the playoffs.
tough. I didn't forget.
Damn, that's crucial.
On a year that your contract ends,
John B. That's crazy.
them Bud Light cans you had in your hand during them interviews didn't help you out in these moments, sir.
Man, that's crucial. Night you had 0.
But I mean, if he gets signed for dirt, and then they'll be able to play Paul George during what you said, it could work.
Barding gun.
Draymond Green is going to the Mavericks. Look, BTG, Dre, that core group isn't going anywhere now.
Draymond to the Mavs, that'd be funny. Draymond wouldn't go nowhere else. The only team he would go to would be the Lakers. That'd be the only team he would entertain.
Yeah. And that'd be for an extra now.
That'd be the only team he would entertain is the Lakers. Other than that, he ain't going nowhere yet.
But if you're looking for the one thing that I got some criticism for the Mavericks, is why didn't the Mavericks give Tim Hardaway Jr. any tick during that whole run? Is he inefficient as a player? Because I thought he was a walking.
Man, he was nice, but they gave their who plays the same position? PJ Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
PJ was smacking.
because PJ was snapping in the Western Conference
in the Denver
Finals.
Series. Yeah.
He was snapping. Against fucking. Well, we did well against the Clippers and the Timberwolves.
Yep. He did well against both of them.
I mean, I'm not saying no. He shot not the Clippers. But Kyrie and Luka to the Clippers. It was the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Who was really like doing that whole whatever shit, just standing there type shit. And I was just like, who is this nigga? But yeah, and then he disappeared in the final. I think they just tried to. Just had faith in him, but like after the game,
they just need some more help.
Tim, come on.
They need somebody. The Mavericks need players that have that are dominant at a role. They don't need somebody with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They need somebody consistent at something.
Man, when the few games that they put motherfucking Timmy in there, he was nice. I don't know what they stopped him, but it's all good. Timmy hard. I just think everybody underestimated Boston because Boston just isn't a Jaylen Brown and Tatum are not cohesive together. What brought them together was the light-skinned dude and Drew Holiday. Okay. You talking about Derek White?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like that tandem with him and Drew Holiday on the perimeter.
I was like, all right, I see you.
And then let's keep it above.
I'll
We
give
were
him
not we was not expecting Al Horford to shoot so well.
When as old as he is, he's probably just like, finally, no LeBron James.
Hate him.
It don't matter what team I'm on. Atlanta Hawks. Anybody else? Boston. I forgot all that team. Yeah. I remember they put like a graphic up last time he was in Cleveland, and like how many head-up times he went up against like Paul Millsap and Al Horford. And I was just like, I'd have been so different. I'd have been like, I remember saying I'd have filed a lawsuit for that shit. I'm like, don't post that shit on national television. This shit was like 39-4 or something like that. It was ridiculous. The heads up between the two of them. And it was just like, yeah. And then I remember I saw some graphic. It was just like between the two of them when the Eastern Conference Finals, Tatum and Brown had been there like 5 or 6 times. This was the 6th year. And every single time, with the exception of 1 year, was LeBron that knocked him out of the Eastern Conference Finals. I was just like, Jesus. Nothing nearly as bad as LeBron versus the Raptors. They flat out called that shit LeBronto.
Yeah, I mean,
they flat out called it LeBronto.
He's BTG. You got a point. He could have, but I mean, what?
Surprised. He's still might retire.
Horford doesn't have that much usage that much, and he's still got a little bit left in the tank. Like if you pay attention, he's kind of sit back in the corner these days, knocks down the shot. Not too many teams utilize their big man, so it's not like he's got to carry the load of 82 game season.
I would give him any like 42.
He's not getting paid.
How old is LeBron? Bron's old.
They might be our age, exactly our age.
Horford's older than me. I know that.
Okay.
Horford's older than me.
Because I remember that Florida. I don't know how long he was in Florida.
Yeah, he's older than me.
Did he only do 1 year in Florida?
Oh shit. Oh, Horford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was still during.
They just won that title against Ohio State, and then they all left.
Was he on that same team with? Nah,
Joakim Noah.
Yeah, he was with Noah.
Yeah, with Corey Brewer. He hit the game-winning shot.
Yeah, he was with that.
Horford didn't
my dad
miss a
won
minute.
the NCAA tournament shit for his bracket that year. I do remember that. Yeah, for motherfucking Billy Donovan, the coach. Yeah, that Vegeta hairline, that widow's peak was vicious. Is he still the coach for the Thunder?
I don't even know where.
I don't think he is.
No. They got Stotts over there, if I'm not mistaken.
I used to always say all the time, Billy Donovan. I don't know why. It used to make me laugh. Man, that nigga's hairline was sharp. Whoa.
Anything you want to say, Bondedudes? I'm about to shut the stream down.
Shut it down.
I appreciate y'all for watching.
Oh, crucial. If y'all ain't with it, check out The Boys. Watch The Boys Diabolical anthology cartoon series that is on Prime. Fills in a lot of, I won't say filling a lot of gaps. Only 3 episodes are canon. But I've said within the Discord, go ahead and check out that episode, John versus Soon Hee. It goes ahead and gives you kind of what's going on with Butcher and where we're going forward. Outside of that, love the boys, love yourself, get it popping, get bread, stay safe. Good night, boys.
What more can I say?